Yo, welcome back. This is the story of what if Deku was the yellow flash of Japan. A tale where Izuku Midoriya gets betrayed by everyone he loves, fakes his death, and rises as a badass vigilante with the power of the nine-tailed fox. It's about friendship, pain, and what it really means to be a hero when the world turns its back on you. Before we dive in, smash that like button or just keep reading, grab some snacks, and buckle up for action, feels, and some serious redemption vibes. Let's get right into it. Wait, please. I'll stop. It hurts. We hear a boy with emerald green eyes, for freckles on each cheek shaped like a diamond, pleading for the pain that he is receiving to stop. And why should we listen to a quirkless fuck? A boy with ash blonde hair yelling how is beating the green-haired boy into a bloody pulp. Yeah, I'm questioning why I have you as a brother. A girl that looks like the green-haired boy said, "TSH, give up on being a hero." A red and white harried boy said as he burned him, "Give up Deku." Both an ash blonde-haired girl and white, red-haired girl said while stuttering at the same time. This kept on going while now stepping in to help the poor boy, until a boy with sky-blue eyes, whiskers, and yellow spiky hair stopped the five bullies. "Stop it," he yelled as he proceeded to beat all five of them without breaking a sweat. "Why do you still protect this loser fox?" The green-haired girl asked. "It's Uzumaki to you Yagi, and he's my best friend, TCH. And you all want to be heroes even though you treat the quirkless bad. And you, Izumi Yagi," Fox said while pointing at her. "You said you were going to protect him, not beat and treat him like an outcast." Fox said, "Are we supposed to feel bad? UA won't even know what we do. You know what? Hey Izuku, I know how you could get a quirk. Why don't you go hang yourself and wish for one in the next life?" The ash blonde hair boy said, and everyone who heard it laughed at the idea but Fox. Fox just ignored this statement and went to the green-haired boy to heal him. "Sorry I wasn't there, Izuku," and ignore him. He apologized. "It's okay, really. I'm glad I still have you as a friend." The green-haired boy revealed himself to be Izuku, or more like Izuku Yagi, twin brother to Izumi Yagi. "Thanks for the healing, Fox." "Yeah, no problem, bro," he said, but was also thinking something at the same time. "Hey, meet me at the park at 6 p.m. with the forest behind it, like the one where we all used to go when we were friends with Katsuki, Shoto, Shoka, Kitsune, and Izumi." Izuku asked. "Yeah, that one." Fox confirmed as both of them started to go their separate ways, but Izuku was having a little flashback. Flashback 8 years ago, and it's going to be like a short one. There were two green-haired, energetic kids who were at the age of 4. Why were they energetic, you may ask? In this world, power means everything. Having a quirk which you get at the age of 4 means everything. And if you don't have power, you get treated like an outcast. Their mother Inko was laughing at how energetic and smiling at how Izuku takes care of his little sister Izumi. They got into the car and headed to the hospital to check for their quirk. They got there, went inside to check in, and waited to be called on. 5 minutes later, a doctor came out and called for them. Inko told them to go in without her, and they did. 10 minutes later, the kids came out with the doctor, who had the results. The doctor asked Inko for good news or bad news first. She went with bad first and received that Izuku was quirkless, leaving Izuku and Inko to have a sad face because Izuku couldn't complete his dreams. But Izumi promised that she will protect him with their friends. Inko then was happy hearing that Izumi has a strong quirk, making her happy, as well as Inko completely forgetting about Izuku. Her quirk was a strong telekinesis quirk. They left the hospital to go home. When they got there, they were greeted by Toshiro Yagi, or All Might, or their dad, whatever you want to call it. But he got the news about Izuku, and he was sad, but when he heard about Izumi quirk, he was happy. They went to celebrate, leaving a lonely Izuku home alone. The next day, Izuku got up to get dressed and thought it would be better. He and Izumi left their home to go to a park to play with their friends. When they got there, Izuku told Izumi to go talk to Fox, Shoto, Shoka, Katsuki, and Katsumi. Izumi let them know of Izuku being powerless, causing everyone to be worried until Katsuki came up with an idea of beating up Izuku, hoping he can realize that being a hero isn't for him. Everyone agreed, but Shoka hesitantly agreed, not fully agreeing to it, but Fox was the first to answer, and it was a no. They proceeded with the idea and went to Izuku to make sure he doesn't want to be a hero. He said yes, and they all beat him up, but for Shoka just a little. But Fox ended up stopping them and he beat them up, but Shoka a little knowing she doesn't want to do it. Fox was disgusted at them for agreeing to it. He then said that he had feelings for Izumi, but when he saw their true colors, he wanted nothing to do with them. Izumi was heartbroken and started crying, causing Katsuki and Shoto to be angry. This continued for years. Izuka being beaten up, Fox saves him and then heals him. Fox and Izuka being besties by cooking, helping each other, and acting like brothers, Izuka being ignored by his mom and dad. Flashback over. Izuka POV. Can they really call that protecting their friend? That Izuka thought as he arrived at the park. He then looks around for his bestie until he finds him sitting down in a thinking position. Izuka walks to him and asks, "Hey, what are you thinking about?" "Oh, you're here? Well, come on, let's go somewhere more private," Fox said as he got up and walked into the forest while Izuku was following him until they came at a stop next to a cliff with a 1,000-foot drop with a ravine. "So why did you bring me here?" I asked. "Well, what if I had the power to give you a quirk? What will you do with it?" Fox asked me. I was confused with this question, but it was best I didn't question it at the moment. So I answered with, "I want to be a hero who can save anyone with a smile." I spoke. "Well, what if I can make it happen? So do you want this power or not?" Fox said as I widened my eyes as I started to gain new hope. "Yes. Yes, please." "But what about you?" I asked him. "Don't worry about it. You're more important to me than my power. So, are you ready?" "Yeah, I am." "All right, it's gonna hurt. Maybe a lot." "Wait, what?" Fox then punched me in the stomach and then I was coughing while wondering why he did that. "What was that for?" I asked. "Look at your stomach," he said while pointing at my stomach. He told me to focus my energy into my feet while also saying not too much or nor too little and told me to walk on the tree. I looked at him with your crazy look, but he's my best friend, so I trusted him. I focused energy on my feet, but while doing so I could feel the energy flowing through my body. It took a few tries, but I managed to do it. Just as I was celebrating, Fox started to cough up blood, like a lot. I rushed over to him to make sure he was okay. Fox, are you okay?" I asked while making sure he was okay. "Why?" "No," he said. What do you mean now?" I asked. "Well, you see, that I'm dying," Fox said a little bluntly, causing Izuku to laugh, a bit thinking it was a joke. He said, "Juga folks," I said, trying so hard not to believe it. "I'm not, sadly." "Why, you see, there was a price for me giving you my quirk," Fox said as he saw me, starting to tear up. "I never told you this, but my quirk is a host quirk. Host quirks are extremely rare and are one of the only types of quirk that can be passed down, but at the cost of the original holder to die." Why did you do this?" "I've been bullied, having my sister's friend telling me to kill myself. And now I have to watch my friend, who I spent my whole life with. My friend, I did everything that ever made me smile, die in front of me." I shouted at him while full out bawling my eyes out. "I'm sorry, Izuku. But please be a hero who will save everyone with a smile," Fox said as he caught up more and more blood. "I will," I said while still crying. "Thank you. And also you will meet your partner soon. Brother," Fox said as he fell backwards off the cliff and into the ravine, never to be seen again. I was standing there with emotionless eyes while I watched something that meant the world to me die in front of my eyes. While I was standing there, various memories started to flow through my mind, such as me and Fox, his hand-to-hand combat, his martial arts, and all of his techniques with the natures of fire, water, earth, lighting, and air. After this, I started to head out of the forest while also running into Izumi and her lackeys. But Izumi wasn't with them. "Ho, it looks like this trip to the park was worth it after all," Katsuki said as he threw a punch at me, but I dodged it while legs sweeping him, making him fall on his back. I saw the look of utter confusion on their faces. "You damn Deku. How dare you ACK?" I didn't let Katsuki finish as I punched him in the face, making him barely conscious. Shoto and Katsumi rushed me, but I ended up beating the shit out of them like it was nothing, just like Fox. I left Shoko with only a few starches because I knew she didn't like it, but she did it anyways, but not as much as the three. I started to walk away, but before I did that, I turned to them and said, "I'm done with all of you guys' bullshit. If you ever come near me again, I won't be too kind this time," I said, showing a Chidori while leaving. Izuku tormentors were all wondering, did we finally break Izuku? I was walking to my house, but then I heard my sister scream in excitement. I peek around the corner to see All Might and Tornado talking to Izumi. "Oh my gosh. "Oh my gosh, can I have your autograph?" she said in excitement. "Haha, you can. But first we have something to tell you and show you," All Might said as he debuffs into a small Might. That a bitch of a father as Tornado removed her mask showing she's Inko. "Wait, Mom, you're number 6. While Dad is the number 1. Yup, and I want to give you my Quirk. Why not an Isan? He is Quirkless, and he always wanted to be a hero," Izumi said to Toshiro and Inko. "He does not have the heart of a hero, and he's not strong enough to handle the power." "Dano," Tashinori said as I listened and watched in anger. I see Izumi nodded her head yes and took the power. I stopped hiding and showed myself. Well. Now what do we have here?" I said to them as they looked towards me. They tried making an excuse, but I cut them off. "You can stop trying to make an excuse. That I saw and heard every single word you said. But I must thank you as well," I told them in an emotionless voice. What do you mean thank us? We always took care of you," Inko said. "Shut the fuck up," I shouted at her. "Young man, there is no way to talk to your mother, and you're grounded," Toshiro scolded. "She is not my mother. You are not my father. You are not my sister. And you're not family to me. I had to be an adult at the age of 8. A fucking 8-year-old learning to be an adult. You all ignore me. And when I told you to shut the fuck up, that's when you care?" I shouted in anger at them with my eyes turning red and slit. My freckles started to turn into 3 whiskers on both sides, and my hair started to turn yellow from the back. Now that I lost one of the most important things in my life, and now I find out that my parents who neglected me for 9 years now, that are people who I want to be when I grow up, I said with anger and tears in my eyes. "You know what? I'm leaving. See you at home. I might just take Bakugo advice." I thought about the last part as I left for home. My so-called family was standing there thinking about my outrage until they finally left for what you call it. Home. I got there first and went in through the window into my room. I fell face first onto my bed and started to rest for 1 hour until there was a knock on my door. I knew it was my so-called family, so I didn't answer it until they kept on knocking. It was starting to get annoying, so I opened the door to see what they had to say. "Be quick, Mr. and Mrs. Yagi," I said, annoyed and emotionless. "I just want to talk, and why did you call us that? We are your parents, and why did your hair color change?" That he said as I got more annoyed. "That is for me to know and you to find out. Also, there's nothing to talk about. The damage has been done. So now leave me the fuck alone," I said, slamming the door in their faces. I realized that they would start treating me like family now. With this though in my mind, I decided to get away from them. I made a shadow clone using the memories from Fox and hung it. I wrote a note for them and left it on the table and started to destroy my room without making too many noises. I then looked back in my room, thinking about how much I loved to sleep in here as I jumped out of the room. I guess this is the start of my new journey as a vigilante. Izumi POV. I was on my bed thinking about what just happened a few hours ago. He finally broke. That I was supposed to be his sister and be with him, but instead it bullied him. I got out my phone in my friend's group chat to let them know we messed up really badly. "Guys, I texted. What is it, Izumi?" Shoka texted back. "It's Izuku." "What about dat damn Deku?" Katsuki texted. "A lot. 1, his hair changes color to yellow. 2, his diamond-shaped freckles are now 3 whiskers on each side. 3, he finally broke. 3, had red slit eyes." I explained on how Izuku changed. "Wait, red slit eyes," Kitsune texted. "Yeah, what about it?" I asked. "We saw Izuku walking out of the forest, and when Katsuki went to go punch him, it ended up with his ass and all of ours asses to get beat to shit. He didn't even care if it was me and Kitsune. But why didn't I get hurt that much?" Shoka texted as she thought about the last part. "Maybe we should go say sorry." Shoto texted. "Don't you think it's too late?" I asked. "We don't know until we try, right?" Shoka said. "You all come to my house now, so we can say sorry." They all said as we all went offline. 20 minutes later, I then heard a knock on the door, and I got up and headed straight to the door to see who it was. I opened it, and it was Shoka, Shoto, Katsuki, and Kitsune. I let them in, and we headed to Izuku's room. I knocked, but no answer. I knocked on the door again, but no answer. I put my hand on the handle and turned it to be surprised it wasn't locked. Katsuki turned impatient and kicked the door open and was the first to see what we didn't want to happen. That we saw Katsuki back down in fear while having tears coming down his face. We looked into the room and wide-eyed as we all broke down in tears loud enough for Mom and Dad to hear as they rushed up to see what was happening. When they got there, Mom was crying hard as Dad looked down in disappointment at the sight of my brother Izuku, dead. He really took Katsuki's advice. I looked over at his desk to see a tape recorder. I played it and we saw Izuku on his bed, getting ready to talk. By the time you hear this, I'm probably dead. So, where do I start? Even if this is a video message, I still wonder where to start. I know, maybe when it all started 8 years ago, when a single word can ruin your life. Quirkless. After that, everyone turned their backs on me. I wish that maybe you all can realize that I was never in the picture, but you didn't. All you did was give your pathetic attention to Izumi Yagi. Izumi this, Izumi that. All pathetic. You couldn't even see the plain sight injuries I had. I always came home sad in plain sight, yet you couldn't see it. What made my pain worse was the fact that my so-called sister and her friends decided to bully me for 8 years. But that is not the main reason why I killed myself. That my best friend died in front of my eyes. So I might as well join him, but for I say goodbye. If I had a quirk, will you still see me? Is having power all that matters in this world? Well, goodbye, and I hate you all. That all of you Yagis, Todoroki, and Bakuga twins with a dying passion that would never end. Even in death, the message ends, and we all could hold back the tears as we let it all out. Dad called Grandpa, Grandma, Uncle Aizawa, Auntie Aizawa, Bakugu, and Todoroki parents to tell them what happened. 5 minutes later, we hear 4 cars, a police officer, and an ambulance pull up in front of our house. 10 seconds later, the door busted open and relieved Grandpa, Grandma, Uncle Aizawa, Auntie Aizawa, Bakugu, and Todoroki parents, police, and a few paramedics SWAT kicking the door open and rushed into Izuku's room. Eraserhead, which is my Uncle Aizawa, and Midnight is my Aunt Namuri. Gran Torino is my grandpa. We're going to call him GT, and Recovery Girl is my grandma, and we're going to call her RG. When my relatives got into my brother's room, their eyes started to tear up. Is that Izuku? Auntie Namuri asked. I slowly nodded while still looking and crying over his dead body and said, why, yup, right after he unlocked his quirk. Uncle Aizawa was crying the most behind Auntie until he noticed a tape recorder and played it. It replayed the entire message, which caused Aizawa and Uncle Endeavor, he is a good boy, to beat up my dad. Wait, please stop. I cried, but they didn't listen. Oh, officers, do something. Mom cried to them, but they didn't do anything. Nah, this is what he gets for being a bastard of a father. One of the officers said, Shota, NG, please stop. Mom cried out again as she tried to use her quirk, but was stopped by Uncle Aizawa. Wait, please. Stop, I beg of. Yoack. Dad pleaded, but it was no use until someone shouted, enough! Uncle Aizawa and Todoroki, as long as everyone else present in the room, turned their attention to the voice they heard. Inko Yagi and Toshiro Yagi, as well as Yu Katsumi, Katsuki, Shoka, and Shoto. That you were to meet me in my office in 1 hour, and I don't care if it's 12:45. You were to meet me at U.A in exactly 1 hour from now, and same for the heroes here. Officer, I'll take it from here, and paramedics, you know what to do. Also, I would like you officers and medics to please keep this quiet, and come tomorrow at 5 p.m. to discuss about this. Uncle Nizu said as he left the room. One paramedic got Izuku into a body bag and the other healed Dad. We now got ready and headed to UA to meet with Uncle Nizu. End of POV. The 2 failures of parents and the tormentors arrived at UA with their parents at 13:40, so 5 minutes to get to his office. When they got there, they heard a feint come in from the other side, so Toshiro opened the door to reveal an angry Aizawa, Gran Torino, an Endeavor, a sad Namuri and Ray, and a Nizu who was sipping his tea while looking at them. I'ma get straight to the now. As you know, Shoka, Shoto, Kitsuki, Katsumi, and Izumi here were put in recommendations early. We were going to let them in, but judging what they did to my nephew, we have changed our minds and they will be declined. Nizu said, you can't do that to them. Inko shouted, oh, I can. If I have the power to let them in early, then I have the power to blacklist them from all hero schools if I wanted to. Now then, you all will be taking some therapy, and if it seems to be working, then I'll let you in UA, but you must take the exams. Now take it or leave it, your choice. Uncle Nizu said, but you can just tell from the look he is giving off. He didn't want to let them in. HP, in all honesty, Nizu, I would have just blacklisted them from all hero-type schools. If the media found out that we were letting kids like ours into UA, it would cause problems. Endeavor said, I'm with Endeavor on this one. It might even get the government involved, plus we might even get protests. But if the government gets involved, it might get the school shut down. Aizawa said, as he didn't even care about the kid's reaction. I know, that but knowing Izuku, he's too forgiving. That probably in death, but he'll only forgive if someone did something to him by accident or they deserved a second chance. So if they can change, we'll be the judges. Now the meeting is over. We have a funeral to get ready for in 2 days. Nizu said as everyone left his office. In the dark halls with little light, there was complete silence all the way to the exit, but before Aizawa and Nemuri left, Aizawa turned around and said, "You are no niece of mine, you are no sister of mine, and you are no brother-in-law of mine, but you are all a disgrace to the hero society, and you bring shame to our family name Inko." 3 days time skip, and with Izuku. Izuku is currently hopping on buildings and marking areas with high crime rates while also feeling happy. Got a little happy for some reason, but I rushed it off. Hey Kurama, do you sense any negative emotion? Izuku asked Kurama with no emotion. No, not at the moment. Wait, never mind, go north, you should find at least 3 people. 2 with evil intentions and 1 innocent woman. Kurama said. I thanked him and headed north. But before we get to the little first villain fight of my career, let me talk a little bit about how I met the lazy furryball Kurama. Flashback. I was just training until I passed out. I woke up in a dark void until I heard a deep growl that can possibly scare the #1 hero and villain with ease. I turned around to see a huge cage with red bars and huge red slit eyes. I see. That Fox has chosen you to carry out this power. A deep voice said from beyond the cage. Who are you? I asked while being a little startled of how deep the voice was. I'm what you call now, I don't know, what was it? Oh yeah, you're Quirk. The voice said. I walked closer to the cage to see a giant orange fox with 9 tails that on all 4 legs. It was 30 meters tall. If it was on 2 legs, it would be about 40 to 50 meters. Who are you? What are you? I asked. I'm a quote-unquote host Quirk. I am a said Quirk that lived for millions of years, the fox said. What do you mean millions of years? And are you Quirk or not? I asked. Not important, but I see that you have the memories of my last host. This has never happened before, but now. That proved that you are worthy of my power by beating me. The fox said. And why do I want your power? I have my own. I asked him. 'Cause I'm the source of your power. I can easily stop my power flowing within you. TCH fine. Why do I have to fight you again? Izuku asked. To fully inherit my power and the past users as well. What? Past users? How many people had your power? I questioned him. I would say about 0.10 or 12 users, but they never fully inherit my powers. Only 6 have. But why is your power so special, and who are you? I asked. I'll tell you. I'm the Great QB, something from forgotten history. I go by many names. One of them is the QB. The others are the Demon Fox, 9 Tails, but I personally like Kurama, and that's how we met. I trained and trained till I was able to beat him. He still had his doubts about me being the host, but he grew on me. He was my only company. He hated my emotionless face, but he grew on as well, knowing it's going to take a long time to regain my emotions. Now back to the present. Back to the present. I arrived at the location to see 2 villains and the civilian, one with a knife getting ready to kill her, and the other standing by making sure no police were coming. No, please stay away. Someone help, please. The women cried out. Sorry, Missy. There is no help around here. You're just doing to have a slow, painful death. The villain said with a knife as he charged in, but I stopped him by throwing a knife down in front of him. What the? Who's there? Hey, I said to watch out for heroes. The villain with the knife shouted at the one with the gun. What do you mean? I am watching, there are no heroes. The one with the gun shouted back. It doesn't matter, but what matters the most is your well-being. Izuku said as he dashed towards the villain with the knife as the villain striked at Izuku. Izuku dodges and grabs him and uses him as a shield to protect him from incoming bullets. The villain with the gun shot his friend in the arm, making him growl. Damn you. Take this. The one with the gun said as he launched fire towards Izuku. Izuku goes 4 quick hand signs and says, water style, water wave, as he shoots water out of his mouth, making a wave of water, pushing the villain back into a wall, knocking him out. Izuku then makes a blue orb and turns around quickly. And don't think I forgot about you. Now go to sleep. Rasengan, Izuku said as he slammed the Rasengan into the villain behind him, knocking him out as well. Izuku proceeds to tie them up and leave, but is stopped by the women he saved. Wait, are you a hero? The women asked. No. A vigilante. Izuku said as he disappeared in a yellow flash, leaving the women alone to stand in awe. 30 seconds later, the police came to the scene. Excuse me, ma'am, what happened here? One of the officers asked. Oh, a Mamano. Got a kid that looked like the age of 12 saved me from these two villains. A kid at the age of 12 already breaking the law? No, we don't even know if he used a quirk. Ma'am, did this kid do illegal quirk usage? The officer asked as he finished patching the wounds of the first villain and loading both of them in the back of the police car. Yes, he did. Okay, so vigilantism check. Do you know what he looks like? And can you describe his quirk? Yeah. He had a fox mask. I think he had yellow spiky hair, a white robe with little red on the bottom of it and red Japanese writing, but I couldn't read it. For his quirk, he was able to control water, make a blue orb, and disappear, leaving a yellow flash. Okay, thank you for your cooperation. You may go now, stay safe. A kid with 3 quirks, not only that. Want me to 12-year-old or so make him go down this path? You too. The women said as she left the ally. Soon the officer left for the station to report on tonight's events. When he got to the station, he saw 3 more pairs of officers. So, what are you reporting? One of them asked too, about a new vigilante. The officer, 1, replied back. Did the person who gave you the description say that he is around the age of 12? White robe with a little red? Another 5, 1 asked. Yeah. 1. 30 seconds of a moment of silence, and they all say, impossible. How is he this fast? They all thought. Did the person you interrogated say that he disappeared in a yellow flash? The officer, 1, said, is this his quirk? One of them theorized. They all started to come up with theories while talking about the info they gathered until one of them came up with a good one. Hey, do you think he has an element-type quirk? Causing them all to think. From the info we gathered, he used different types of elements. So, do you want to put it as an elemental-type quirk? The one who came up with the theory asked. They all agreed, and then Officer 1 dialed a number. What do you want? The voice said to the phone. Hello, I know you're taking a break, but when you're done, I need you to hunt down a vigilante Eraserhead. Aizawa sighs and asks. Sure, what info you got on him? This might shock you, but he looks like the age of 12, has a fox mask, has a white robe with little red on the bottom. And for his quirk, we believe he has an elemental-type quirk. Aizawa eyes widened and said, Arlight, I'll start in 3 weeks from now. My wife is still angry and sad. I need to be there for her. He then hung up and put the phone down. What made the kid go down that path? Aizawa thought as he stared at the midnight sky. It's been 3 years since Izuku died. The Yagis were heartbroken while also losing connections to their relatives. Aizawa started to expel and become more stricter to students because they are not ready. He says Gran Torino is looking for Izuku, as well as another pro heroes that know Izuku. Most heroes had already given up because they believed he was dead, while the other heroes were looking for him because the heroes knew him, or the heroes believed that they would get more fame if they found the #1 hero's son. Now let's go to our favorite sleep-deprived Aizawa-sensei, chasing after Kitsune or Izuku. Izuku, I was currently trying to run away from pro hero Eraserhead. You may be wondering, why don't you teleport away? Simple, really. Quirks originate from chakra, as you know or don't. So, when someone like my uncle who is chasing me has a quirk that can temporarily rid you of your powers, it stops me from manipulating my chakra. So, in other words, my chakra acts like a quirk, and I'm fucked for now. Now, enough fourth wall breaking and back to the chase, and let me use flex tape to fix the wall really quick. Please make it easy for me, and stop running, and come quietly. Eraserhead said to me, but I turned and pulled out 3 kunais and threw them at him. Nah, I think I should continue, I said to him. He dodged them as I was still waiting for his hair to fall down. Fine, have it your way, Eraser said as he used his capture gear to grab my leg and slam me into the ground. I grunted in pain, and before I could recover, he wrapped me up in his capture gear again and pulled me in closer and kicked me in the gut. I flew back a few feet, and I held my stomach. He kicked me again in the jaw, and damn, I think he dislocated my jaw. Damn, that hurt, but now it's my turn. I fixed my jaw, dashed at him with a kunai with a special mark on it. He dashed at me as well with his capture gear ready. 5 seconds. 3 seconds. 1 second. I threw my kunai and his quirk deactivated. He tilted his head left to avoid the kunai, and I got him to where I wanted him. I teleported to the kunai and slammed his head into the ground. For a kid, you pack a punch, I tell you that. He mumbled. He got up and threw his capture gear at me. I dodged his scarf but couldn't dodge his fist to my face. I fell to the ground but got up quickly and punched him in the ribs. I think I broke them as well. I need to get out now before he activates his quirk. I thought to myself. I started to do hand seals as quickly as I can for any quick getaway jutsu. Water style, hidden mist jutsu. The battlefield quickly enveloped in thick mist. This gave me the chance to run. As I was about to run back to my home, I heard a cry for help. As much as I wanted to be home, civilian lives are more important than my own life. I jumped down while noticing 3 villains, a family of 3 and 5 dead bodyguards. I started doing hand seals for a wind-style jutsu. Wind-style cut. I thought a single big deep cut appeared on their back. It's not enough to kill them, but render them unconscious. I walked towards the unconscious villains and healed their wounds because they can still bleed out, and then I tied them up. You guys okay? I asked the family while I was still trying to tie up the villains. Yes I am. Thank you for saving us. The mother said, bowing. Yes, we are very grateful for you to save us. The father said as he bowed as well, and same for their daughter who. That looks familiar as well as the mother and father. No problem, but sorry about your guards. I said to the father. Yes. It's going to be hard for their families to take the news. He replied, I need to go, so stay safe. I teleported away to my home and took one long shower. Aizawa. After I punched Kitsune in the face, he started to do some weird hand signs and soon a heavy fog mist whatever started to block my vision. I put on my goggles and activated my thermal vision, but I couldn't see him anywhere. For someone that young, he hits hard. I was about to leave back home when I heard a cry for help. I immediately ran towards the voice I heard, and when I got there, I saw 3 villains, a family of 3 and 5 dead bodyguards. I also Kitsune arrived at them first, and he quickly beat them so badly, and I think they're dead. He soon left, and I jumped down to the family, and I noticed that they were the Yaoyorozu family, the richest family in Japan. All you alright, Yaoyorozu-san? I asked Kai Yaoyorozu, the father. I am indeed alright, Eraserhead. But I can't say the same for my guards, sadly. He said, looking down at the dead bodies while the mother, Kira Yaoyorozu, was still covering their daughter's eyes. I grabbed my walkie-talkie and called for a medic and a police officer. Alright, I called for some medics and officers. For the time being, I am going to stay until they arrive. I said and nodded in agreement. So, 10 minutes later, a few medics and officers arrive. The 2 medics rushed to the villains to make sure they didn't die, and the other 2 medics and 2 officers went to make sure the Yaoyorozu family were okay and questioned them as well. I gave my report to the officers and left for my home before Nemrui will kill me for not being there. When I got home, I saw the lights were off. I sigh in relief knowing I have a few more hours to make a good excuse. Until the lights turn on, and I see my lovely wife Nemrui on the couch with my son in her arms while giving me the look. You were supposed to be home an hour ago, she said while holding on to our son. I know I was, but I crossed paths with Kitsune. Even though I turned off his quirk, he still packs a punch. I said while holding my broken ribs. I went to the medicine cabinet and grabbed some bandages and wrapped myself up. After that, I walked to the couch and sat down next to my calm and quiet 3-year-old son. I'm still surprised till this day you managed to still live, said, kissing her. I know, right? With all the stress I built up after his death, it was a miracle I was alive, she said, small tears falling down. I still remember 3 years ago, we had fun in bed, but it was the same day that when we had our fun, we got an emergency call from Asmite about Izuka's death. On that day it was fun, but all fun can come to an end. We learned the truth. My own niece, the very one who promised that she will protect with her friends Izuku, was one of the key reasons for his death. I was angry. Not beyond angry, no. I was pissed, so pissed that it will put Black Flames to shame. Dada, Mama, why did you name me Izuku? Our son said, well, Izuku, I had a nephew who is sadly no longer here, so we named you after him. I said, and he nodded and went back to sleep. I think we should get some sleep too, I said, and my wife nodded. I went to our room and put Izuka Jr. in the middle of our bed. I slept on the left side of the bed, while Nemrui slept on the right side, and We both went to sleep. Izuku. I woke up the next day at 12 a.m., which is pretty late for me. I went downstairs to my kitchen to make myself brunch. I also turned on the T.V to listen to the news. Last night at 11 p.m., 5 villains attacked the Yaoyorozu family. The Yaoyorozu family is okay, but there were reports of 6 deaths that happened that night. The family's guards and 1 villain. The reporter said, I was kind of sad because I never liked killing even if I had to, but then again, I put the villains near death. But I was able to get this from Kai Yaoyorozu. He said that the Kitsune saved them, and he was grateful, and he wishes to meet him again one day. This kind of brightened my mood a little, but the reporter continued to speak. Now there is a heavy debate going on regarding the Vigilante Kitsune. Is he helping the villains or heroes? Now let's see what All Might has to say about him. The reporter said as the camera turned towards All Might. As you know, Kitsune, the mysterious vigilante that appears out of nowhere with no info on his quirk or about himself. I'm afraid that he might be a threat as he did kill someone. All Might said with heroes behind him nodded in agreement. I'm going to have to counter that All Might, said the number 2 hero, Endeavor. But for me, it's Uncle Enji. Yes, it's true he did kill someone, but he did save a very important family. Plus, we barely know anything about him other than he disappears in a yellow flash of lighting. Also, I got word from a very important underground hero that he was able to bring upon mist. In other words, me and some other heroes theorized that Kitsune has more than 1 quirk, and if he does, he might be able to beat All Might himself. Then again, it's just a theory. Uncle Enji said, that's why he might be a threat. If we don't know whose set he's on, then we might as well arrest him. All Might argued. To be honest, he's not made any sense. I obviously hunt down villains, but I guess this dumbass is too blind to see that. I noticed that I dropped my coffee, so I sighed deeply. Wasted such good coffee. Time skipped 2 years. Izuku, or Kitsune, the yellow flash of Japan, just minding his own business while doing vigilante work until Izuku feels phone vibration and takes out phone to see what it was dash. Oh, just Aizawa calling. Answers hello. Aizawa, hey, Kitsune, doing you mind coming to U.A for the entrance examines just to watch over make sure the 0-pointer doesn't kill anyone? Izuku, it's not a trap, right? Aizawa, no. Izuku, okay. When is it? Aizawa. 12:30 a.m. in 20 minutes. Izuku, I'd see you hangs up. Aizawa Nizu, said okay. Nizuku's Halen doing is laughing. Aizawa dash, dear Lord, please save me for this mad mouse. I do not own this vid. Momo POV. She did not get recommended cause my story. Momo Jiro, come on, we gonna be late for the exams. Jiro W, shoot the exams. Come on, Momo, we leaving right now. Momo HEY, wait up. At UA. Momo, did you really have to leave me behind? Jiro, sorry, I was excited. Momo, same, but slow down and wait for me, please. Jirono promises. Momo, silence, just go in. Jiro giggles, right. After you, my lady. Momo sighs, and they both go in. Inside. Mike, hello, little listeners, can I get a yeah? Everybody know. Mike dash, thought crowed. Anyways, blah, 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 I'm lazy and for the rip of Sonic, excuse me, sir. You said there was 4 robots, but you only explained 3. And you points to, you're not going to take this seriously, I suggest you should leave. Izuku, listen here, you Sonic the Hedgehog ripoff, I don't give a FUQ. Also, I'm not here to take the exams, I'm just here to make sure nobody cheats and everything goes well. Now, if I was you, I would sit my ass down and be a good boy. Sonic rip off sits down in embarrassment, sorry, sir. Mike, thank you, Kitsune. Everybody start to scream and fangirling / boing around. Izuku, Mike, why I had to go undercover for a reason. Mike, sorry, someone had to. Izuku sighs and flash to the front, as you know. I'm Kitsune, the yellow flash of Japan, but since I'm up here, the 0 point gives you. Well, 0 points, and I advise you all to avoid it. Well, that's all now plus. Everybody ultra. Mike dash, so they listen to him. Time skip to the 0-pointer is released. Momo just destroying some 3 and 2-pointers until the 0-pointer goes out of control, destroying everything in sight. And Ruble fell on Momo, and Izuku noticed and demanded to stop the 0-pointer. But Nizu couldn't Izuku's side, and said he'll take care of this, and diapered in a yellow flash in front of the 0-pointer. Izuku summoned a clone, and they both throws kunais around the 0-pointer dash. Both. Rasen Flash Super Circle Dance Howl Stage 3. The 0-pointer get obliterated and a loud boom. Izuku grabs Momo and moves her away from the explosions. Izuku, is there ever a day where I don't have to save you, Yaoyorozu? No, sir. Izuku chuckles, anyways, are you hurt? Momo feels pain in ankle. My ankle. Izuku pick her up, bridal style hold on. Momo blushanak. Izuku TP Momo to RG and get healed up. Izuku tried to leave, but could not because of everyone asking for an autograph. So he zip zoom and gave everybody his autograph and dip. Next day, Momo and Jiro were walking to UA. They got into Class A1. And when they were there, they saw a giant door, for who knows why there is a giant door. But when they got in there, they were greeted by Rip-Off Sonic. Few minutes later, Aizawa came in and introduced himself and told them to change, and they did. Now when they are done, Aizawa, okay, Kitsuki Bakuga, you got the highest score. So what did you get in middle school? Kitsuki, 67 meters. Aizawa, okay, now use your quirk. Kitsuki smirks and yells die and gets 765 meters. We get to use our quirks. This fun. Izuku watching from afar, you fucked up now, fool. Aizawa bros tick mark fun, you say, okay. Last place gets expelled. What, that's not fair. Aizawa, okay. Power-hungry villains, natural disasters, villain attacks, treatment of quirkless, neglected families members, discrimination, and death of a loved one. Shed a tear for the last one. Izumi's gang looked down in shame cause they of what they did to Izuku. Aizawa, nothing's fair. I lost my nephew because he's so much pain and could not take it anymore. Now let's move on. Pissed off now. After everyone was done taking the test, they got the scores, and on the last place mark was Mineta. Mineta, no. I didn't get Tio touch some boobs. Aizawa, I was gonna let it slide, but now you are expelled from UA. Mineta no. After that event, Aizawa, okay, class, you will introduce yourselves, explain your quirk, and after that you will pick a class rep and vice rep. Also do a voting system and explain why you should get the position. I'm gonna go visit someone, so after that you can just go to lunch leaves. After introduction and explaining why they should be class rep. Momo is class rep and Ida vice rep now with Aizawa. Aizawa, hey, Izuku, it's been a while. I could have been there more for you. Starts crying, maybe if I notice you probably still be here and we can celebrate you birthday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and many more as a family. Just then, Aizawa felt a chill and turned around to see Mist and a figure walking to him. Just as Aizawa was about to throw a punch, the figure to reveal it's Izuku clone. Aizawa ran up to him and hugged him while crying. Izuku clone. Hey uncle, I'm only here for a little, so I want to let you know that it wasn't your fault, it was mine. Aizawa, no it wasn't. Izuku clone, it was I keep it from you guys, but that's besides the point. I know you're in pain, so I need you to be strong and don't let your hate cloud your judgment, okay? Aizawa, okay. Izuku, good, Nomai is almost up. Make sure Annie is and everyone I love is safe, okay. Bye, disperse into the mist and poof. Aizawa, I will nephew. Now to Momo POV. I was eating lunch with some new friends I made in class. One until an alarm went and heard level 3 security breach. Everyone was panicking. I asked a third year what's with the alarm, and he said that means there are villains detected on the school grounds. I looked out the window and saw it was just the news reporters trying to get in. I made a megaphone and asked Ararka to float me. Momo, everyone please calm down. If you just look out the window, you'll see it's just news reporters. Everyone calm down and head back to class. In class, Aizawa, sorry I'm late. It took a while to get the reporters away, but now it's time for lecture. Oh no, time skipped to a few days. Aizawa, okay. Class, we will be going to the USJ tomorrow. Denki, the Universal Studios Japan. Aizawa, no. It stands for Unforeseen Simulation Joint, and you will train your quirk and learn how to operate when you need to rescue someone in different situations. Now take theses forms and sign them, then bring them to me tomorrow, then we leave. Oh no, Aizawa POV in his house. Aizawa thinking, Namiri, hey, what's wrong? Aizawa, it's just that the breach felt like a distraction. Namiri, should we talk to Nizu and Kitsune? Aizawa, good idea. Also, where's Izuku? Their child. Namiri sleeping. Aizawa calls Nizu, then Kitsune to come to their house, and Izuku appears with Nizu on his shoulders. Thanks for coming. Nezu, no problem. And I'm guessing you have thoughts about the breach. Aizawa, yes. Izuku, there was a breach. Namiri then hits Izuku on the head and told him to shut up because there is a baby sleeping. Izuku asked for the name, and she said Izuku so they can remember him. Izuku sees their pain dash. Should I tell them? Notice soon, I see. Sorry for your loss. Namiri, no problem, adheres that Izuku Jr. is now awake and crying. She sighs, you woke him up, I'll go get him. She goes to get Junior, and Izuku has now activated dad mode, but the discuses and they decided that Izuku should go, but be hidden so that he doesn't distract the students. Izuku gave Aizawa and Namiri one of his kunais and told them to touch the seal twice, and all will appear. They give the okay, and they said their goodbyes to Nizu and Izuku. Next day, Aizawa okay. Class, please hand in your forms and go change into your hero costumes and wait outside for me. Aono in boys' locker room. Kirishima bro, I can't wait to go. Kitsuki, yeah sure. Kirishima dude, not to butt into your personal life, but why are you always down? Kitsuki flinched at the question and started to tear up. He told Kirishima, maybe when I can tough it out and say it, but right now it's hard. Kirishima nodded and started to think what was so sad that he had to experience. Shoto also overheard and started to tear up as well cause he knows why Kitsuki is sad. To when they are done and on the bus. Aizawa, okay, I'm asleep, so don't talk loud, Oklahoma. And one gets chills down their SBIHAI. The bus took up to the USJ and Izuku is tailing the bus. Now, at the USJ. 13 hello class A. 1 I'm Pro Hero 13. Urarko H my gosh is really the space hero. 13 keeps fangirling until Zero put tape over her mouth to shut her up. 13 thank you. But anyway says her speech. Kirishima, hey, do you guys have a thing where you use fake villains? Points to Portal. Aizawa and 13 looks to where Kirishima is pointing at those are real. Ida go, get the teachers now. Ida yes sensei. Runs to get the teachers. Aizawa takes out the kunai that Izuku gave him and taps it 2 times, and 13 was confused until you see the yellow flash. Izuku holding onto a bag filed with his kunais, so your hunch was correct, I see. Villain 1 wait. Appears in a yellow flash, has 9 foxtails, and holding a coup. 9. And no guys, it's Kitsune, the yellow flash of Japan. Villain 6 stop being a scared cat, we have the number, it's laterally 1,000 to 1, he can't take us all on. Villain 15 YA, plus we got the weapon. With Izuku. Izuku dash, what's their weapon? Aizawa, help me scatter these kunais. Aizawa right starts scattering the kunais alright. What's next? Izuku and 13 protect the students. This will only take a second or so. Villains. Shigaraki Kirojari bring the Nomu. I have a bad feeling. Kirojari's young master brings Nomu and has it on standby. Back with Izuku. Izuku, now I'll give you one chance to surrender or pay a big price. Villain 21 haha, we surrender. You must be joking. We have the numbers like 1,000 to 1. Izuku, okay. Your lost Rasen Flash Super Circle Dance Howl Stage 3. The students say a flash of lighting in the air, dancing while Kitsune, Izuku, is knocking them out one by one, leaving only Shigaraki, Kirojari, and the Nomu. Shigaraki, you do live up to your name, I'll give you that. But you can beat the Nomu. Izuku, is that a challenge? Shigaraki just nodded cause he's too cocky for his own good, but Izuku tried using Rasengan and help a giant hole, but instantly regenerated. He kept dodging and attacking, but nothing worked. Shigaraki told you, you can't kill it, it's more powerful than All Might. Izuku, but I'm more stronger than him. It looks like I'm gonna have to use it. Claps hand together and closes his eyes, then reopens them while screaming. Izuku h. Everyone starts to feel like it's hard to breath and looks at Izuku and see that he's engulfed in something that looks like yellow flames or pure energy. It's the Nine Tails cloak. Izuku, let's play a game. Never have I ever felt pure hatred. Everyone could feel the hate, not from themselves, but from Kitsune. Izuku win style. Rasen Shuriken throws at Nomu and see a giant explosion. When it clears, they see a creator, what a waste. Though it was strong. I probably didn't need to reveal that form. Shigaraki and Kirojari left a while ago. Izuku, they left, what cowards. Just then All Might broke the door down and didn't have a smile. He looked around, and though Izuku was a villain and charged up a Texas Smash while Izuku wasn't looking. Texas Smash. Izuku turns around and tries to dodge, but was too late, and his mask starts to break. Shit, well the truth needs to come out. Just then news reporters came and saw that Izuku's mask was about to break in few more seconds. Reporter, just now the USJ was under attack, but the yellow flash has come to save the day. But as you can see, his mask is about to break. Mask breaks, and all the cameras were now focused on his face. Everyone, his mask broke. Reporter, his mask broke. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your one and friendly neighborhood vigilante. Kitsune, the yellow flash of Japan identity, has been revealed. They see a 16-year-old kid with yellow hair and whiskers with crystal clear blue sea eyes. All Might, Izumi, Kitsuki, Kitsumi, Shota, and Aizawa recognized him and said Izuku. Aizawa ran to him and gave him a bone-crushing hug, and then back up comes Midnight saw Izuku and cried and joined the hug and gave a stronger hug than All Might. Inko recognizes Izuku anywhere and tries to hug him, but he dodges the hug. Inko, why did you dodge my hug? Izuku, will talk later. Right now I need to leave. See you at your house, and bring Uncle Nizu and Sakachi. Whispers to Aizawa and Namuri. He disappears in a yellow flash like always. All Might, Izumi, Kitsuki, Kitsune, Shota, and Inko were left shocked and happy that the son/brother/friend was alive. To Aizawa and Namuri house. Aizawa and Namuri arrived at their house and see Izuku playing with Izuku Jr. Few minutes later, Nizu and Sakachi arrived. Oh boy, they were pissed. Everyone, no Junior, okay. You should give us one good reason to not beat the hell out of you. Izuku, okay. Dear Lord, they're more scarier than ever. The reason I didn't come back is because I didn't want to be with you-know-who. I also wanted to train myself in my new power and didn't want to be with Izumi, Shota, Kitsuki, Kitsune, All Might, and Tornado. Aizawa puts hand on his shoulder. Kid, just to let you know, me, Nizu, and Sakachi might understand your reason, but you're on your own when it come to my wife. Izuku POV. I am now scared out of his mind. I looks at Namuri and see the whip ready. I asked my uncles for help, but they said no, cause there is no way they're dealing with an angry mom with a torture chamber. I asked if we can talk about it, but she said that talking was over, and this will be your punishment for making them think that I was dead. I was dragged in a room, and all you can hear was scream. After the beating, Izuku walking down the stairs with his hair shadowing his eyes, /. Aizawa, so, you okay? Izuku, does going through torture sound okay? Aizawa, I'll take it as a yes. Izuku, but anyways, now my identity is reviled. What now? Nizu, since you're underage, you can go to UA High and be a student. Sakachi, that's not a bad idea, but wouldn't there be a raid by reporters if they knew of him going to UA? Izuku, Sai, if they learn of me at UA, I'll answer their questions. Aizawa, you sure? I mean, they're going to ask a lot of questions. Izuku, I'll try to handle it. Nizuke, it's settled then. Also here, Izuku hands him a card. Izuku, eyes wide and license already. You sure? Nizu, yes. You done so much, and I think the people want you as a hero, so do your best. Izuku, I will. Well, I think it's time for me to go. Oh, and tell GT and RG I'm back. To class A1. Denki, everyone, I got sumness. Hey. One looks at Denki. Denki, we are getting a new student. Momo, how do you know? Denki, I overheard the teachers talking. Ida Kaminari. It's not appropriate to listen on teacher doing hand/arm choppy thing. Aizawa, for once I finally agree with you. Denki freezes and looks to see where heard the voice to see angry Aizawa. Aizawa was going to be one of your surprises, but that's ruined thanks to someone looks at Denki. Denki, sorry sir, he's scared. Izumi, wait, what is the other suspires? Aizawa, you'll find out when he gets here. Which he is. Aizawa, glad you can join us. So do mind showing yourself, or am I gonna have to get midnight? Izuku drops down, wait please, anything but that. Aizawa, good, now introduce yourself. Izuku, hello there. I'm Izuku, or as you might know, I'm the Yellow Flash. One starts to bombarding him with questions and freaking out because the Yellow Flash is the new transfer students. Izuku, on at a time please. Jiro, what's your favorite music? Sato, what's your favorite food? Fumikage, do you like the dark? Momo, are you single? Ito, what's your quirk? Kirishima, what's your last name? Izuku, my favorite music is Karma by White and Fox. I know the real person or persons is AJR, but my story. Favorite food, ramen. I kinda like the dark. Yes, I'm single. My quirk is called Holder of Nine-Tailed Fox, and a quirk that let me place these tags, but I don't have a name for it yet. And I abandoned my last name, but my full name, or used to be, is Izuku Yagi. So why did you abandon your last name? And are you related to Izumi Yagi? Yagi's, Toshiro, and Inko are secretly listening, but Kuga's and Todoroki's flinched and started to tense up. Izuku notices and decided to keep it a secret. First one is personal, and I will not answer until Yagi is ready to. Answer to your second question is yes, I'm her brother. Kirishima also notices Izumi and her group of friends tense up if he came up with a theory that Izuku abandoning his name has to do with them. So he decides to try and investigate. Kitsuki, oi Izuku, can we talk in private please? Izuku, sure. Kirishima, hearing this, divides to follow them to somewhere private. When Izuku and Kitsuki gets to the private place with Kirishima following them, Izuku plus Kirishima sees All Might, Tornado. I think I forgot to put here hero rank, but it's number 9. Izumi, Kitsune, Shoto, and Shota. Kirishima was wondering what was going on. Izuku, cold tone, why am I here, Bakugu? Kitsuki was surprised cause he was not called. Kachinu wanted to say sorry for everything we done. Izuku, okay, and? Sha, what do you mean, and? Izumi, Grikea, Onihan. Izuku, not everything can be forgiven with a sorry. even if that person need that forgiveness. Inko, please son, we really, our son starts to tear up. And please son, we want to be family again. Kitsune, we just wanted to protect you, but realized this was not the way. Shota could not find words, but agree with Kitsune. Izuku gains a tick mark, protect me. You did the opposite. You treated me like I was an innocent person, and you were the villain. And remember what I told you guys. Izumi and her gang remembers what he said. Izuku, those who breaks the rules are scum. That's true. But those how betrays the trust of a friend or family member. Izumi and her gang are worse than scum, starts to cry plus AM and T. Izuku, forgiveness is not forced upon, it's earned. Izuku leaves the area, leaving his friends and family to cry, not giving two shits. Kirishima was surprised that the Yellow Flash is the son of number 1 and number 9, but also the kid who suicided 4 years ago. Kirishima dash. I can't believe that Izuku is the son of All Might. I understand Izumi and her gang, but why All Might and Tornado? Well, time to investigate more. Momo, Kirishima, why are you here? Spying on Izuku. Kirishima, so we can't talk here. Let's go to my dorm room. Momo, confused, okay. At Kirishima's room, Kirishima locks door and closes window, okay. Promise me what information you learn right now, you will not tell anyone else. Momo, is it that serious? If so, okay. Kirishima, thank you. So, I found out or think I know why Izuku abandoned his last name. Momo, you do. Kirishima, not 100% sure, but I think Izumi and her gang used to bully Izuku. Momo, shocked, what makes you think that? Kirishima, they said that they wanted to protect him, but Izuku responded that they did the opposite of protecting. They did an act of villainy, something like that. His mom and dad is still unknown, but he is the son of number 1 and number 9. Momo, what do you think they did? They must have cared for him. Just before Kirishima was about to answer, Izuku appeared. Izuku, they didn't. Momo and Kirishima turn around to see Izuku. Oh boy, they were scared. Kirishima, hey Izuku. Momo, yeah. Hey. Izuku, it's okay. I know you want to know about my past, but at the moment I'll tell you. Kirishima and Momo sat to listen to the story. Izuku, 12 years ago I was quirkless. And you might know what happens to the quirkless, right? Kiri and Momo nodded. Good. I still wanted to be a hero. So all my friends but one betrayed me. My parents AM and T started to neglected me and gave all the attention to my sister. My sister is all they talked about. My only friend was the only one who supported me. He believed in my dream. He protected me. We did everything together. Starts to tear up, he will get me new cloths for Xmas and my birthday and would ask for nothing in return. He will do this every time. He was like a brother, but more like a really young father. When we were 12, he asked me to meet in a forest at the edge of a cliff. He told me he could transfer his power. I took the power. I was so happy until I noticed he was coughing blood and told me that transferring the power comes at a price. The price was the old holder's life. He told me his goodbyes and I told mine. I also took on a new look, which is what you're looking at now due to my quirk. After we said our goodbyes, he took a dive backwards off the cliff into the river. I never saw him again. R.I.P. Fox, loudly crying face. I had enough pain, so I faked my death and became a vigilante. Starts to cry, I also gained a new friend. It was my quirk, the nine-tailed fox. Kurama, and we will talk every day. Kiri and Momo hugged him and start to tear up because how sad his life was. Kirishima, hey, Aizu bro. Sorry for butting in on your personal life. Momo, same, still hugging Aizu. Izuku, it's fine. Being curious is normal. Momo, go, you have a picture of what you looked like in the past? Izuku here pulls 2 pictures out of nowhere. This is me. The other is me, and Momo blushes, but also starts getting a feeling that they met before he first saved her and her family. Kirishima notices she blushing at Izuku and smirks. Izuku, this is Fox. He was funny, love ramen like me, and knucklehead, but overall, he put me first. Some tears drop, say, want to go to his grave. Momo and Kirishima, sure. Izuku, okay, meet me at tomorrow after school. Oh, and meet Kurama. Kurama pops out of nowhere, hello. Momo so cute starts to snuggle Kurama. Izuku and Kiri sweat drops. He tried to resist, but soon starts to love it. Can he be classe? One pet. Izuku, sure. You need stop being a lazy fox. This is a continue for chapter 6. Next day, Kurama has become the pet fox, and oh god, everyone was snuggling him. Some asked to take him out for walks, but Izuku said that's his job, but maybe in a few months when he's more comfortable. Now after school. Izuku ready to go? Momo and Kiri, yeah. Izuku, okay, hold on, and be prepared to puke. Arrive at the grave, and Momo plus Kiri puked in the bushes. After they're done, they see a shrine with a picture of fox with flowers and 9 kunais with the tails on them, like there's one with 1 tails, then toe tails, then so on till 9. Izuku sat down. Hey fox, I don't know if you can hear this, but happy birthday. I made new friends like you always wished for me to have. They are here too. Their names are Momo and Kirishima. I'm now a hero like her I always dreamed of. I wish you were here to see this and celebrate with me like we used to for every achievements we made. Starts to cry. Kurama sat down to hey Kit, long time no talk. Happy birthday. I hope you're happy with us. Izuka has been treating me nicely other than making me class a 1 pet fox, but they're nice. Izuka cooking is probably the best and beats the best 5-star restaurant in the world, which it is. Starts to cry as well. Izuka never knew you could cry smirking while crying. Kurama, shut up, don't ruin the moment, crying still. Momo, hi fox. I'm Yayarosa Momo, friend of Izuku. Kirishima, and I'm Jiro Kirishima, also a friend of Izuku. Suddenly mist started to form. Izuku told Momo to be on guard, cause this mist was unusual. They see a figure, and Izuku and Kurama began to cry and ran over to hug the figure, and the figure hugged back. The figure was Fox. Izuku, why did you give me your power? Why? Fox, so you can complete your dream. Izuku, but still crying his eyes out. Fox, it's okay. I put you in front, remember. Izukiya. Fox, so Kurama, how you been? Other than beaning the class pet smirks. Kurama, other than getting to be a king, like figure to them pretty good. Fox, so you must be his friends? Jiro Kirishima and Yayarosa Momo. Kiri and Momo, yup, that's us. Momo, also, did you sing Karma? Fox looks at Izuku and he nodded back, yes I am, and so is Izuku. Kirishima, so manly. Fox, anyways, my time is almost up. Kirishima and Yayarosa, please take care of him. Izuku, remember, those who breaks the rules are scum. That's true. But those how betrays the trust of a friend or family member. Izuku are worse than scum. Fox, good. Now goodbye, hugs Izuku, and he hugs back and cries. Fox, and the mist disappears. Izuku and Kurama, goodbye, old friend with tears. Izuku, it's getting late. Want to sleep at my house? Momo and Kiri, sure. Izuku, great. Now let's go. They arrived at his house and was on eye at his. Momo, did you buy this or build it? Izuku, I built it, so let's go in. Izuku gave him a tour and told to take a shower. Kiri borrowed some of Izuku's cloths, and Momo made her own. The time they were done, Izuku already finished dinner. Izuku, eat up. You too, Kurama. All three. It is so good. Kiri, bro, Kurama wasn't lying when he said it's better than a 5-star restaurant. Momo, by the way, how do you have running water and electricity? Izuku, one of my Quirk's abilities. But anyway, I'm going to bed. Good night. Kiri and Momo, good night. Momo POV. I woke up the next morning to a smell of something good to eat, so I walked down to see Kirishima at the table waiting for food, so I sat next to him. 5 minutes later, the food was ready. I took a bit and oh my gosh, my taste buds will be ruined because of how good this food is. Kiri, hey. Yayarosa, do you like Izuku wisp? Momo, glowing a new shade of Riai. I do like him, okay. Just don't tell him. Kiri, okay, but we're gonna confess. Mom, maybe when we are alone, I don't know. Me, Kiri, and Izuku finished eating breakfast and he did his thing. We were at UA in 1 second. Izuku said he forgot something and left to go get it. Classes started and Izuku was still not reminded he came. Aizawa, so why are you late? Izuku, a black cat crossed my path, so I had to take the long way. And one starts to sweat drop, and Aizawa gets a huge tick mark and punched Izuku to the ground in class, continue leaving a knocked out Izuku. Time skip. I was doing my homework while thinking about Izuku. Wait, what fuck you author? Just make me confuse. Mioi, you breaking the fourth wall? And shut up, or I'll make Izuku date Izumi Bi. Take 2. I was doing my homework while thinking about Izuku. If I do ask him out, will he say yes? I soon started to drift to sleep. Momo dream / flashback. 12 years ago. Momo, 4 years old, please leave me alone. Why should we? You're so weak and you want to be a hero. It shouldn't make me laugh. Kaken, please stop. How can you be a hero with just look down on other, putting them down and hurting people for no reason? Kitsuki, shut up, you Yulis Deku. You know what? Peace. Ready to beat up a quirkless little shit. 3YA. I was on the ground horrified while a kid was taking all the hits from me. I was wondering why he did it. Soon my parents came with a boy to shoo the bullies away. My mom rushed to me and my dad to the kid to make sure he was okay. Mrs. Yair's and Laura not hurt, right? Momo, I'm okay. But what about him points to Izuku. Mr. Yerza the kid needs treat me right away calls for an ambulance. At the hospital, excuse me ma'am, do you know the condition for my friend? And will he make it? Mr. Yerza, I don't know. All I know is that he had frostbites, burn marks, broken bone, and really bad bruises. So they did it again. Mrs. Yayarozu, if you don't mind me asking, what your name and his, also what do you mean they did it again, and who are they? Fox, my name is Fox. Friend who is in recovery is Izuku. The people who harm my friend and your daughter is his bullies who always look down on people with weak quirks and hurting them or putting them down. Also, I'm guessing you're the Yayaroza family? Mr. Yayaroza shocked, if you don't mind me asking. How did you know? Is it a part of your quirk? Fox now, that's a secret twinks at them anyway my quirk is hold on come closer. Yayaroza family goes closer and wondering why. Fox whispers it's called Nine-Tailed Demon Fox, so please keep this a secret. This quirk also has a lot of abilities, but I'm too lazy to say all of them, but one of them is a healing one stops whispering now. Let me go heal him real quick heal, Izuku hey bud. Sorry I couldn't make it in time. Izuku it's okay. As long as you're my best friend. You don't need to say sorry smiles brightly. Everyone dash. 2. Bright. Izuku Fox who are these people? Wait. Are they the Yayaroza family? Mr. Yayaroza, how did you know? Izuku, I learned from this kid points at Fox, but I only know you two, not your daughter. No man monolithing. Izuku, nice to meet you guys, but I need to go. Doctor sees Izuku awake. Man, I need to lay low on the alcohol. Walks out. Izuku dash. Anyways, want to hang out tomorrow at the park with me? And Fox holds out hand. Momo sure. Dream ends. Momo awake. Now Izuku. Izuku yeah. Momo H slaps him across the room. Why are you in my room? Izuku well, school is about to start and I knocked but you didn't answer. I turned the knob and your door opened with you sleeping in the chair. Momo see you're lucky or I would have gave you the belt. Izuku dash. Dear Lord, not the belt. Time skip after school. Momo dash. I need to tell Izuku how I feel before someone takes him. Sees Izuku talking with Kirihei. Izuku, may I talk with you in private? Izuku, sure. Kirishima takes some time, and he gets a light bulb, then smirks dash. I see where this is going. Well, talk to you later, Izuku. Izuku, bye. So now what you want to talk about? Momo-I takes deep breath. I really like you. Ever since we were kids. Since you first saved me from a villain. You've been a good friend, a friend that I fell for. Blushing a new shade of red. Izuku blush an eye. Momo, it's okay if you don't accept my feelings, but I wanted to let you know turns and tries to leave, but Izuku grabs her hand. Izuku Momo, I takes a deep breath. I like you too. You were my friend even when I was quirkless. You were second person to accept me for who I am, and for that I grew feelings for you. Momo Yarozu, I love you to smiles while having his hand on her cheek. The both lean in and kiss. Izuku, so want to go out with me? Momo, I would love to. Izuku, meet me at the gates. Momo smiles okay. Just then a branch fell, and all of class 1 fell plus Aizawa. Hey. 1 plus Aizawa hey Izuku. Yoyoruzu Ushich. Izuku has a sinister smile. Hey babe, please leave for right now. Momo okay. Don't kill them. Yeah. Izuku alright. Now where should I start? Then you hear a scream from each class, 1 member, and Aizawa. Time skip to when they are ready. Izuku, you ready? Momo, yeah. Izuku and Momo went to a 5-star restaurant. Izuku and Momo order Katsudon. They talk. Izuku was getting bombarded with people asking him for an autograph, which was kind of upsetting Izuku. Izuku told Momo to eat quickly so they can leave, which they did. Now Izuku is in the same forest where Fox grave is at. So they head to a certain place in the forest that travel down and found a place like. Ignore the house. Izuku laying a blanket down okay. Visit at Momo. Momo star, eyes so pretty. Izuku, but in my eyes, you're more prettier. You know. Momo blush, you do know how to make a girl happy. Izuku, now it's about to start. Momo, what is? Izuku pointed up and Momo looked up and say a meteor shower. Izuku, this happens every year on this very day. So make a wish. I wish to be one happy family with Momo. Momo okay smile, then closes her eyes dash. I wish for me and Izuku to be happy. Izuku and Momo want to Izuku house, which is in the forest. They showered not together and got dressed. Made out for good 10 minutes and went to sleep with Izuku holding that ASS wooey. Izuku POV. The next day I woke up with my hand feeling something. Damn, it was softer than a pillow. So I squished her to soft moan. Wait. I get hit so hard by Momo that it left a giant mark on my cheek. Oh shit, she was mad. Izuku asked her to hold on that it was an accident, but wouldn't take the answer. I think I awakened her inner demon. Izuku Kurama. Help. Please. Really scared. Kurama-fi. looks at Momo, and she giving him the Yandere look you're on your own, leaves the house, and then hears screams of pain. Rest in peace, Kit, rest in peace. Emmy. After the torture, Momo final calmed down, and Izuku teleported with Momo to the school. Everyone looked at us and asked if the date went well. This question made me and Momo blush, but also left Kitsune and Shota heartbroken cause they had a crush on him, but realized they had no chance cause of what they did to him. No shit, Sherlock. Time skip. Momo and Izuku been dating for 2 months. They didn't do it. Yet, Kitsuki and Shota were still heartbroken, but they had each other to share their pain. Vote. Should Shota Todoroki and Kitsune Bakuga date? Now Momo POV. Momo dash, man, that date took a lot out of me. It's been a few months since we started to date. I can't believe that he has a hero linens already. Mr. Yaoyorozu Momo? Do you have a few minutes? Momo, yes, I do, father. What do you need? Mr. Yaoyorozu, so. How was your 14th date, Smirks? Momo Bushin, how did you know? Hope he doesn't know who I'm dating. Mrs. Yaoyorozu, why didn't you tell me about this? Mr. Yaoyorozu, now, that's a secret, twinks at Themso. Why didn't you tell me you were dating the Yellow Flash? Momo and Mrs. Yaoyorozu was shocked. Momo cause he knew who he was dating and her mom, because it's the Yellow Flash. Mr. Yaoyorozu, so. The next time you see, tell him he's invited to dinner. Mom, wait, you're not upset. Mr. Yaoyorozu, no, plus I know it's Izuku. Mrs. Yaoyorozu, alive? I thought he killed himself. Wait, how long have you knew the Yellow Flash was Izuku? Mr. Yaoyorozu, 1 week after he killed himself. Momo and her mom, you're telling me we cried all this time for nothing. Mr. Yaoyorozu, not exactly, cause you at least showed you love him. Especially you, Momo smirks. Momo blushing, okay. Fine, calls Izuku. Izuku picks up, hey baby. Momo blushing, hey babe. Family invited you to have dinner with us. Would you like to come? Izuku, sure, what time? Momo, 6 p.m. if you're available. Izuku, yeah, I am, so see you at your house. Bye-bye, my sweet Yaoyorozu. Momo blushing, bye my little idiot, hangs up, he said okay. Mrs. Yaoyorozu, good. Izuku knocks on door, man. I hope this suit is okay. Mr. Yaoyorozu, is I Izuku, is that you? Izuku, yes it is. Mr. Yaoyorozu, you sure have grown, and it's only been, what, 1 month? You grew like an inch or something. Momo and Mrs. Yaoyorozu here, that they've been seeing each other without them knowing. Izuku, I don't know how, but okay. Either way, after we eat, want to go. Both bowling. Mrs. Yaoyorozu, did you forget something? Izuku, trembling, sir. I think we made a mistake, starts to get dragged away by Momo, help me please. I am too young to die. Mr. Yaoyorozu, you're on your own, tries to run, but Izuku grabs him. Izuku holding on to Mr. hell now we suffering together. And no homo. Mr. Yaoyorozu, no please. Both of the boys will just screaming due to the torture in a lovely, dovely way. After the torture, which was worse than midnight, they had dinner, talked. Izuku told them about his adventures as the Yellow Flash, and also told them about him being a pro hero already, which surprised them cause he's a pro already for his age. Mr. Yaso, Izuku slips him a condom. Izuku, ayo, we trying to keep it, page 13. Mr. Yaoyorozu, but the readers want this stuff. Izuku then complained to author San. Mio, I stop breaking the fourth wall, mother foo. Take 5, I think, that doesn't matter now to UA. Izuku talking with Kiri, it's been a month since 3 months, scenes the attack on USJ. I wonder what Principal Nizu or Aizawa has in store for us. Kiri, who knows, but we have you to help protected us. Izuku, true. But I'm not here all the time, PL. Speaker security breach. LVL 3. Izuku looks out the window, so they found out, huh? Kiri Gus, so. Izuku, welp. Time to bombarded with questions, leaves to the gates of UA. Reporter 1, there he is. Yellow Flash, I have a question. If you had to choose a hero name, what will it be? Izuku. If I had to, it'd probably be the Yellow Flash of Nine Tails. Kurama, so call me Kurama for now on. Reporter 3, Kurama. Are you the same Izuku Yagi that commits suicide? Izuku dash shit. Size, yes, but I abandoned my last name for reasons that shall remain a secret. I hope you understand. Reporter 2, are the rumors true that you can single-handedly take down over 1,000 villains and a monster that was made to kill All Might, true? Is it possible that you are stronger than All Might? Izuku gets phone call from Aizawa. Sorry, sir, I have to take this hello. Aizawa can tell them about that. Izuku got it, hangs up. Yes, it's true that I did signally take down an army of villains and a monster made to kill All Might. But to be honest, we will never know who might be stronger. I don't even know if that monster, which a villain called a Nomu, was even strong enough to take hits from him. So we have to fight to find out. I know I'm stronger, but I'm not ready yet. Reporter 5, I have few questions. One from my quirkless son, and he speaks for all quirkless people. or people with weak quirks? Izuku's is it? Reporter 5. Can a person with a weak quirk or quirkless still be a hero? Izuku S. Yes, they can. Every person with a weak quirk or they have no quirk can still be strong as long as they can train hard with or without their quirk. I believe a weak quirk can that is well trained beat a stronger quirk that is only a month trained, and that weak quirk will still win. Now that is all the time I have. Whispers to Reporter 5. Can visit at your son when I'm free if you like. Reporter 5, yes please, and thank you bowing. Izuku, no problem. Now if you guys can please leave the premise. All reporters leave, and Izuku retuned to class. Aizawa, nice little speech, problem child. Izuku, wait, how did you? You guys went all the way to the dorm, turned on the TV, then put the news on, and quirkily made your way back here? Am I right? Aizawa, 100% correct, but either way, we're going to training camp, we let your parents know already, and they all said yes. So you all have 3 days to prepare starting now. Me and Izuku want to come with us to the mall. Izuku, I was planning to go to Hyperlight Mountain Gear. Not sponsored, obviously, but I guess I could go later. Mina, why makes the U face? Izuku, why do I get the bad vibes when we're going to the training camp? Must be nothing heads to the mall, but sees a old lady that needs help. Hey ma'am, do you need help? Old lady, yes please. And thank you, Kurama. Izuku, also, where's your house? Old lady up there points to the top of the hill. Izuku dash, this will take long. Done helping the elderly and on his way to the mall. Mina sees Izuku, there you are. What took you so long? Izuku, an old lady was crossing the streets, so I helped her out. I wasn't sure that totally happened, rolls eyes. Izuku, anyways, why am I here again? Kiri, well, since you lived out in the woods alone, so I thought you might know what to bring or what stuff we might need. I see. Well, sorry to break it to you, but this is not the place to find camping gear. Luckily, I know a good place. Dinky, it's Hyperlight Mountain Gear, right? Izuku, up, now let's go. They head to that place and got their gear and made sure it was the right one / if we will need it. Time skip Monday, 6 a.m. Aizawa, class, get on the bus so we can leave already. Dinky, mister. Aizawa, does Izuku need to do the training camp cause if not can he help us with our quirk? Shoto, oh my. He finally using a brain. Kiri, I know right. Dinky, leave me alone, sad Dinky noises. Aizawa, sure if Izuku agrees. And for if he's joining your training, it gets up to him, but get on the bus. 1 plus Aizawa gets on the bus to head to the camp. When they get there, Azui, hey, Izuku. Izukiya. Azui, if you were to have a last name, what would it be? Izuku, last name, here's voice and head dash. Namikaze. Momo, why Namikaze? Izuku, I don't know, it was the first thing that popped in my head. Anyway, that doesn't matter, we are here. Aizawa, I missed you, UW face dash. Me, I really need to rewatch Boku no Hero Academia, and if I get any of these wrong, please let me know. Aizawa, hey. Ragdoll, can you be more quiet and do your thing? Also, where's Pixie Bob? Pixie Bob right here. Anyways, boys and girls, have a safe fall, uses Quirk. Ragdoll, man, I wanted to talk to the Flash, but oh well. When the pro heroes get to the camp. Man, lady, now time for the waiting to see Izuku. Izuku, everyone's shocked, but Aizawa, cause you know why. Aizawa, am I not surprised? Let me guess you placed a tag on me without me finding out. Izuku, bingo. Also, who the little kid points at Koda. Man, lady, that's my nephew Koda. Izuku dash. Kurama, do you feel that hate? Kurama dash, I do. It's the same hate you felt as a kid. Izuku dash, I see. Hey Koda, I'm Izuku Namikaze, or you may know me as the yellow flash of Nine Tails. Kurama smiles, but the feels a sharp pain in the balls, dear lord, it hurts. Aizawa, laughing his ass off, should have told you. He ain't too fond of heroes. Izuku, uncle, I learned that a hit to the balls is about 9k units of pain, which is about giving birth to 160 babies and breaking 3.2k bones at a time. My research was true, silently crying. While Izuku was on the couch in pain, let's skip to when one counts. Kitsuki, finally we made it out. Kodia WED did. Momo, wait. Where is Izuku? He has not been with us. Kiri, now you say. I haven't seen him. Aizawa, he's on the couch over there and pain points to the couch Aizu is on. Momo, MT, baby, what happened to you? Aizawa, trying not to laugh cause the scene is flashing in his head. I'm guessing it's what you all call karma for ditching you. So happy I got that on video, even to how much pain it is. Kiriso, why is he in pain though? Aizawa, he got a left hook to the nuts. Dinky, trying not to laugh. As well, you serious? Aizawa, yep, I got it on video to show video. Aida lifting Kamabi. Izuku, there's a child here. So watch why long. A1, sorry. Day 1. After the warm-up, the surprise when they got there. 1 ate while Izuku was still in pain, but was still able to eat. Day 2. Everyone was training their quirks, and Izuku was helping them improve in many ways, such as muscles, their drawbacks, and strengthening their quirk. He also helped 1B. It was now 5 p.m., and it was getting dark. Everyone had to make their own curry with the ingredients provided and start their own fire. Izuku made his, and another one for Kota. Izuku tried to find him, but couldn't, so he tried sensing his hate, and was able to find him on top of the cliff, which brought back memories. Izuku, hey. Kota, what do you want? Izuku, I wanted to give you this hand's food. Listen, I sense a lot of hate in you. Hate for heroes, and if you don't mind me asking, why do you hate heroes? Kota, they do nothing but work. They will leave their loved ones just to follow a stupid dream that will get you killed, just like my mom and dad did to me. Izuku, at least you had parents that cared for you. Kota, look at Izuku, what do you mean? Izuku, at the age of 4, I was quirkless. My family started to ignore me. My friends and my sister started to beat me up. All Might said I can't be a hero. Then my friend died, giving me his power, so I can be a hero. But you have your Annie and the wild pussycats as family. So cherish what you have left, because you never know when it's going to go away. And your parents died as a hero, knowing that they saved people. Leaves and starts to smell smoke. He then sees blue fire Shiji to Aizawa, uncle, we are under attack. Aizawa, shit. Izuku, get all the students back here. Izuku, Roger, makes shadow clones Gyo, find Tay students, and bring them here. Clones Ichai scattered to find the students. Izuku dash. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Shit, Kota. Luckily, I put a tag on him. FTG to him, and sees about to get hit and blocks the attack. Sorry, but I can't let you hurt this kid. Have puny kid like you can't do anything. Realizes it's the yellow flash. I always wanted to fight you. I'll show that you just a weakling. Izuku, sorry, but if anyone is weak is in a piss stadius, you muscular forms a Rasengan and hits him. Muscular gets sent flying dash. Shit, that hurt like hell. Looks like I have to go all out. Goes all out, haha, you can beat me now, and you'll never beat me in this form. Izuku, with this I can summons a clone, and having Kanai's around him, Rasen Flash, Super Circle Dance Howl. Stage 3. Muscular get hit, still standing, somehow not gonna lie, that hurt. Izuku, you should be honored. You were the first to stay conscious from that attack. But uses tails and knocked out Muscular out. You are too weak and far from killing me. Cot Hat W was him. The same villain that killed my parents scrying. Izuku, is that so? Don't worry, he will be locked away for a long time. Now I'll send you back to the main building. Also be prepared to throw up. Okay, now get ready, sends him back. Hopes okay. Now to stop the other villains. FTG to Aizawa, all the students are safe. Tell the cats to protect them, and you as well. Aizawa, okay, also. What are you planning? Izuku, evil grin to level the forest. Aizawa, not even going to bother, but okay, but at least make some clone just in case. Izuku, got it, makes clone go. Protect the students. Izuku dash. Now to level the forest. Ready, Kurama? Kurama dash as long I can scare them. Then hell ye. Izuku makes thumb bleed and starts doing hand signs, summoning jutsu. Fox of Nine Tails. Izuku then slams his hand on the ground, and the villains get blown back about 10 feet away. The villains then see a giant fox with 9 tails while also seeing Izuku on top. Dabi Kirojiri warp now. Kirojiri on, it warps Law of Dabi, Mr. Compress, Spinner, Toga, and twice. Villain 23, oh hell, NAW, I'm not dying today. Villain 12, nah, we dying together. Izuku starts to level the forest while knocking out the villains. A 1 and 1B were witnessing the power of Izuku and started to think if they got on his bad side. Reporter Mike, and same one that Izuku offered to pay a visit to. Hello, I'm Mike, your reporter for today. As you can see, there has been an attack on UA again. Right now, we are witnessing a fox with 9 tails leveling the forest and what looks like knocking out every villain that crosses its path. After Izuku and Kurama are done. Aizawa, no wonder they made you a pro at this young of an age. Izuku, but Momo, are you okay? Did they hurt you? Did the Momo cuts him off by kissing him? Okay, Yubaka. Izuku, Yubaka, my sweet Kriati, kiss her. Momo kiss back. Izuku, so want to go on a date after I visit someone. Momo Fox, is it? And yes, I will love to my knucklehead. Izuku, a new nickname, wow. And yes, Fox, but I also promise someone I'll pay a visit to. Yo, Mike, you ready? Reporter 5, Mike. Yeah, let's go. Izuku left to meet Mike's son, which his son was happy. Class A and B. One had no more camp due to villains. Izuku and Momo went on their date and made love. Aizawa, okay. Class, I have an announcement to make also. We're Namikaze? Izuku arrived, sorry, I'm late. Aizawa sighs, what do you excuse this time? Izuku, I'm afraid I got lost on the path of life. while thinking of eating ramen which I brought. Shows bowl of ramen. Aizawa grew a tick mark, but then grins, you know what. Leaves classroom, then calls Midnight Honey, come to my class please. Namiri, why? Aizawa, I need you to teach someone a lesson on why they should never make terrible excuses for being late to my class. Oh. And that was Izuku. Namiri smiles, would love to hangs up, and head to Aizawa's class. Izuku, I need you real quick. Izuku sure leaves with Namiri. Few minutes later, one can hear a scream that sounded painful. Gosh, even if I am the author, she still scares me. But anyways, Kiri, rest in peace, man, sheds a tear. Mina, if you don't mind me asking, what's going on? Aizawa, punishment for being late to my class and making a terrible excuse. Momo, but he did bring the ramen, eating his ramen dash. Wait, he made this. Kiri shed another tear, the 5-star food that no one can rival. Even reheated no can rival it. Aizawa, getting off topic. So next week we will have the sports festival. Shota, but sir, there might be a villain attack. Aizawa, there will be a lot of heroes watching, so it should be fine. Now you will have a week break to train. Izuku came in and is struggling to walk while having tears. What did I miss? Aizawa, having a break from the school, so we can train for the sports festival. Also, we can't do it. Izuku, shot down, damn it, I can't play soccer now. Aizawa dash. I'm too lazy to explain it, but I have to. It's not like playing real sports, it's just battling something like that. Izuku, I see why now. Aizawa, now class dismissed and train hard. Leaves but decided to stay and listen to see what would they do. Mina dash, I need to train, but hey Izuku, can you help me train? Kiri, yeah, can you help me too? And one same with us? Izuku, sure, why not? Your training will start when I leave school grounds. Your job is for one of to take this bell show bell. I will only use my kanais and tails to make it fair. Follow Momo and Kirishima to the forest that we will train in, and no taking a car. One more thing, if you see a shrine, do not go near it. You have until 5 a.m. Am I clear? Oh no, I sensei. Izuku, you make me sound old, but okay. If you can get the bell, you guys can try my cooking leaves to the shrine / grave for Fox. May you rest in peace, Fox. Denki, now I'm so in. Also, how far is this forest we are supposed to go to? Momo, so from here to the entrance is about 10-mile walk. Kiri, also, another 5 miles walk into the forest, and training will start when we enter. Sir, wow. Why do you sound like this is normal? Kiri, cause we walk there almost 3-4 times a week, and we eat there. But it's more like me and Izuku walk while carrying Momo, thinking of his food. Momo, hey, my legs were tired. Kiri, also, cause you like it but's hit in the head by Momo, hey, that hurts, but anyway, we should go now. When they make it to the forest, but Kiri and Momo were tired cause they did this for a month straight. Dikio, Momo, Kirishima, how you not tired? Kiri, we done this for a while. Even thought training or walk does not seem worth it, but trust me, his food makes the walk worth it. You know what time is it? Kiri looks up in the sky, I'll say. 7:30. Momo, okay. 1, we need to find Izuku and get that bell. And 2, how did you learn to read time? By looking at the sky? Kiri, now, that's a secret, winks. Momo, blank face, you learned from Izuku, didn't you? Kiri, doesn't matter. Right now, we need to get that bell. Sira, didn't he say the whole forest is the battlefield, but a shrine? Kiri, yeah, well, fuck. Wait, no. Siro, you're a genius. Momo, Izuku is at the shrine. Everyone be careful not to damage / ruin it, or he will be pissed, okay? And I mean more pissed than the 2 angry Pomeranians. Kitsuki and Kitsune, fuck you. After that, they arrived at the shrine and see Izuku doing his prayers to Fox. R.I.P. loudly crying face. Izuku, you are smart, Siro, but now is not the time to fight, so bye. Siro, how did he know? Kiri, he must have had a clone watching us. Izuku running, but sees fire coming at him, so the Todoroki twins found me. Shota we found him. And one starts to head to Shoto and Shota. Siro attacked first by using his taped, but only taped Kiri. Momo used a bow staff, but hit Denki on the head, making him go dumb. Everyone tried to hit him, but they end up hitting their teammates, and they're every exhausted. Momo looks up at Izuku and see a disgust face dash. Why is he making that face? He is looking for something important. Are we doing something wrong? Izuku dash. How long will it take to find the meaning of the test? Kiri notices to everyone fall back for now. Everyone falls back like on their backs. Kiri, author, what the fuck? Me, I don't get paid enough for this shit. Kiri, get another job, it's that EA. Izuku want to be replaced for the perv. Kiri dash. I'll shut up now. Take. I lost count. Kiri, everyone back off for now. Everyone backs off. Kiri, okay, is it me? Or Izuku had a discus's look. Izumi, yeah, he had one. Momo, it's like he was looking for something, but what? Ida, we all tried doing it alone, but we just ended up hurting each other. Ojiro, why don't we try and come up with a plan to corner him? Shoji might work, but if I know him, even for the short time, he probably will know how to get out of every situation. But it's worth the try. Mina, okay. Also, Kirishima, what's the time? Kiri looks up. 3 am, so 2 more hours. Momo, it's now or nothing. Izuku senses them finding out somehow dash. Looks like they found out the meaning. Sighs and makes clone and tells it to buy some groceries. Now time to wait. One arrives. Izuku, so you came up with a plan? Momo, how did you know it's a secret, right? Izuku upwinks. Momo blushing but snaps out of it, nice try. But it won't work. Izuku, man, I thought that wink was going to get you, but no. One does the plan but was not able to get the bell. So they try another but fails. After many plans, they kept failing until it hits 5 a.m. Izuku, time's up. Mina, man, I wanted to eat that food sad Mina noises. Denki, looks like no food sad Denki noises. Izuku, you actually passed. And won what? Izuku, the point of the test was to see if you can see through deception. And every hero will be paired up with someone they don't know, so it's a good skill to work on. Now food is ready. Let's go eat. Carries Momo bridal style. Momo blushes. I can walk, you know? Izuku, I know. But I know you love this too much for me to not to do this. Momo blushes more and doing a cute pouting. Mina, Izuku blushing, you're too cute to let go now. One got to Izuka house and saw the cliff and the view. They went inside and saw all the food. Everyone minus Momo and Kiri sniffed and smelled how finger-looking good is the food and ran to the table, garbed their food. Everyone, thank you for the food. Takes bite. Jiro, you're right. Having tears cause how good the food is. It is better than food you get at a 5-star restaurant. Izuku, after you eat, you guys can shower or get in the hot springs. Everyone, you have a hot spring. Momo and Kiri win. Did you get one? And how come we never knew about? Izuku, I just finished it. But finish eating. A one. Finish faster than Izuku riding Kurama into battle were. Izuku, follow me, leads them to hot. Girls side. Girls get in. Shota, wow, this is relaxing. Kitsune, your right looks at the sky and is now in deep thought. Mina, hey. Kitsune, you okay? Kitsune snaps out, yeah, why? Izumi sighs, you still like Izuku? Kitsune starts to tear you, yeah. Maybe if I know we didn't do what we did. I could be with him, and you can be family with him still. Shota tears up to, yeah, you're right. Azuri, besides, what did you do to him anyway? Izumi, we bellied him because he was quirkless. Your Arca, that's messed up? Why would you do that? Shota, we wanted to protect him, cause we knew he was going to be killed. So we wanted to stop him. Jiro, by torching him? Kitsune, more like bullying him. But yeah, we thought it would work, but we only made his determination more. Until he finally broke when All Might told him he can't be a hero. I know I never said it in the first CH, but plot okay. And the death of his best friend. Momo Fox, right? Izumi, him. He would always protect him. He knew almost every fighting styles and was extremely good with the tails. He would always beat us, even with numbers like 20 versus 1. He would still win. When we betrayed Izuku, Fox looked at me and said, I really liked you, Izumi, more than a friend. But this hurts me more than this will hurt you. I had feelings for you. But now there's just hate for what you've been doing to your older brother, who he loves dearly. You all did not just betray Izuku. You betrayed the one thing that me and Izuku have. Our trust. And from there we thought he was just joking. We would invite him to our birthdays, but would never comes. Only when it's Izuku's birthday. When he came, we all greeted him, but only wave and head straight to Izuku. From there on, he realized he wasn't joking. Few more years later, Izuku came out of a forest with his hair turning yellow and growing long. Kitsuki tried and throw a punch, but Izuku fought back and leaving us a warning. We went to my home to interrogate him, but he didn't answer. We knew why, because we ruined his life. The next day, we went to his room. Yet again, he wasn't answering, so Kitsuki blew down the door to see his dead body. Explains about the consequences. I'm too lazy. Hagakurai, see, this is going to be hard to earn you forgiveness. Momo, true, but if you really did change, then you'll have to wait. Aizusho, Kiki, your right, sad sighs. Boys sighed. Izuku, so they finally told them. Kiri told who what? Izuku looks at Kitsuki and Shoto asks Todoroki and Bakugo. It's not my place to tell. You want the truth, it's better to get it from the people who damaged me. Shoto, we did some bad things. And most of them are unforgivable, explains most of the same thing Izumi said. Kitsuki, and I starts to have tears. I told him if he wanted a quirk so bad, why don't you go hang yourself and wish for one in the next life? Looks at Izuku, who is completely calm about the situation. Izuku, I'll leave you be to talk Cleve's hot springs. Kiribakugu, it's going to be hard, but if what you and Todoroki said about taking a therapy, then there's a small chance. If you true change, then you got me on your side. Zero same, but how would you earn his forgiveness? Izuku ready to train boys? Kiria, hold on. Izuku let the girls know without peeking. Izuku made clones to help everyone with their training. Time skip real quick. Izuku, okay, now let's see if your training really paid off, you will, but first I want to give you a mini test. You all will be given a privet room. Kiri, Momo stay behind real quick. Everyone but Kiri and Momo goes to their room and see a villain strapped down, tariffed, and a knife. Izuku, this is a real villain now. Let's see if you can kill without hesitation. Mina we can't do that, are you out of your mind? Izuku chuckles, it's that, or the civilian dies. Pick one, kill the villain, or both the villain and civilian dies. You have 30 seconds, so be quick. Everyone was struggling, but Momo and Kiri caused why. They took this test. After a hard ascension, they stabbed the villain in the heart, but the villain poofs, which made everyone confused but Momo and Kiri. Izuku, this test was to make you do the hardest ascension. In time you will encounter something like this. If you can't arrest the villain, you have to pick kill the villain, or let the villain roam free killing innocents. You may not know this, but heroes have killed before. Reasons behind the actions is that the villain cannot be contained, so they have to resort to the final dissension, which is to kill the villain. Even I had to kill. A1 shocked. Izuku, but now all of you versus me again, but this time I will use my tails. You have an hour to get the bell or detain me. Think of this as a hero versus villain train. Now Star jumps away. Me. A1 chases after Izuku. After the fight, the mange to get the bell. I'm really bad with making fight sense, so use your imagination to picture it. Please. Kiri, we did it, boys. Girls cough. Kiri and girls. Izuku, good work, you have improved. Now get some rest, you'll need it for tomorrow. Mike, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the UA Sports Fest. I am your host, Present Mike, and I'm joined with Eraserhead. Aizawa, why am I here? Mike, I am ASLO here with Boy, who can take down over 1,000 villains in a yellow flash Karama. Everyone cheers. Mike, now, can our hero core students please come out? Hero in trainings comes out. Mike, now, Midnight spin the wheel. Namuri spins the wheel, and it's a cavalry battle. Izuku, do you mind explaining? Izuku, 4-5 people will form a team, and each team will get a headband with random points. Also, you must have your headbands you stole showing. If you lose your headband, that's fine, but you need to get it back. If your team leader falls, then the whole team is eliminated. Now everyone start forming your team. You have 15 minutes. If you don't pick, then we will pick for you. Time starts now. Everyone picks their teams, also same teams as the real bnha, but Izuku is not doing it cause you know why, and Izumi's team is Kitsune, Shota, and Shoto also that have the 10 points. Midnight, okay. Everyone get ready and battle begin. Everyone starts to charge towards Izumi's team while using their quirks. Izumi's team were dodging like they've been dodging bullets their whole life until they lost their 10 points by a random team. So they just took their 1 points and made it to the second round. Me real quick, I'm going to add a few custom sports things. I don't know what they're called, but that doesn't matter cause I have the power of plot and anime besides me. Namuri spins the wheel. Next one is called Knockout. Karama, please take it from here. Mikey's sleeping in a sleeping bag like Aizawa. Size this is a battle royale. You have to knock out people out of the ring and be counted as disqualified. The match will not end until there are 8 people remaining. Forgot to mention there is 24 remaining. Everyone started to knock people out one by one. Izumi uses her quirk to float the people out of the arena. Shoto and Shoto were just lobbing them out until Shoto got hit and flew out. Kitsuki and Kitsune were just exploding people out. This went on until there was only 8 people left. Izuku and Aizawa are still sleeping okay. Mike, okay, the surveyors that will make it to the next and final round are Momo Yaoyorozu, Taina Ida, Kitsune and Kitsukibaku, Shota Todoroki, Izumi Yagi, Kyokujiro, and Ejiro Kirishima have made it to the next round. Now we will have a 30-minute lunch break. With a 1. The winner is good job on making it to the finals. Momo, thanks, but I wonder what is the final event going to be. Kiri, same, but it must be a hard one. Izumi, true. Kitsuki, weak, and Izuka, he may know. Where is he? Momo, didn't Mike say he was sleeping? Shota, yeah. Izuku just come out of nowhere. Kiri, what's you excuse this time? Izuku, a little boy stopped me to ask a question while I was with Mike, Eraser, and Midnight. And I'm not going to revile the question, but you will know at the end awards ceremony. Anyways, that's besides the point why I'm here. I made food for you guys for your hard work. Looks and see everyone on the table getting ready to eat the food. Momo, I can't tell if you love me more or the food more. Momo, you of course, but I'm hungry and it's your cooking puppy looking face with a pout. Izuka dash, UHH. Must. Resist. The. Cuteness, you win. Here's the food hands food, then turns around dash. Too cute to be true. Turns around again to see the food gone him seconds. Hey. One staring down into his soul for seconds. Izuka, never mind plus, it's almost time for you to start. Kiri, what do you mean we have at least 15 more men? Mike, okay, lunch is over. Kiri Hao looks to Izuku and sees gone the best person to make us a meal, is gone crying due to the loss of a better/best 5-star cook. When the 8 winners arrived at the stadium, they see Izuku standing there like he was waiting for them with his mask on. Mike, welcome back boys and girls. Now we will continue on with the last and final event, and we are not going to spin the wheel cause the last event is with our special guest Kurama, the Yellow Flash. This event is called Catch Me If You Can. Your goal is to take the bell. There are 3 bells, meaning there will only be 3 winners of the Sports Fest, as in first, second, and third place. Kurama, you ready? And remember, not Quirk. Okay. Izuku on earpiece up. Mike, okay, battle begin. Everyone remembered the bell test, but realized this is competition too. So it's either worked it together or be on our own. They chose be on our own. Kitsuki was trying to use hand-to-hand combat with his quirk to take the bell and missed an inch before getting punched back. Momo, using a brain, created a capture net and used it on Izuku. Izuku struggled to get out and fell, and Momo pinned him down, then grabbed a bell and earned the first place. Izuku then broke free and continued fighting back to prevent people from getting a bell. Izumi, finally using her brain cells, used her quirk and grab a bell, but Izuku noticed and ran towards Izumi, giving a left-right goodnight, which knocked her out. While Izuku is distracted, Shota, then Kiri got a bell, which makes an end to the battle. Mike, that is it. All bells have been stolen. We will have a 10 minutes intermission, then we will have a surprise event, then the awards ceremony. With a 1, Izuku waiting for Momo, then see her, hey, Momo, good work, smiles, then kisses her for good minute. Momo, thank you, my idiot. Also, do you know what the special event is? Izuku dash, why this question, yeah. But can't tell. Momo, pout, please, can you tell me, puppy dog eyes? Izuku? Impossible. She using the forgotten technique. Puppy dog eyes, you. Win. Just. Not. Those. Eyes. Momo, happy Momo, sound, thank you to you face. Izuku dash, not that face too. Size, remember that question a boy asked that I told you about, but I didn't say what the question is. Momo, what about it? Izuku whispering, now don't tell anyone, but I'm going to sing. Momo, really? Izuku, yeah, but go get ready. We can have a picnic when this is over, okay? Bye, my love. Momo, bye, my sweet sour lemon head. At the awards ceremony, Izuku Kirishima Ejiro. What a very manly fight. To the end you earned this spot, puts on bronze medal. Kiri, thanks, and the manly thing is only a me thing, got it. Izuku, sure, no promises. Anyway, Todoroki, Shota, you did a good job so for that. You got second place, whispers in her ear, you are forgiven as well, smiles, and puts on silver medal. Shota having trouble to hold back the tear, thank you so much, hugs him, and Izuku hugs back. Izuku, Momo Yairozu, you did the best and continue fighting to the end and got to 1 SD. Puts a gold medal on her and give her a peck on the cheek. Momo, not in public. Izuku, ah, is my sweet Momo flustered? Momo dash. Maybe. Izuku chuckles, anyway, I need you 3 to leave the stadium real quick for the special event. Kiri, Shota, and Momo nodded and left the stadium. Izuku does hand signs dash. Summoning jutsu. Dash 4 instruments appear dash. Shadow clone jutsu. Dash 3 clones appear, okay, ladies and gentlemen plus boys and girls. While I was going to lunch break, a boy stopped me, asked me if I could do this request. At first I didn't want to, but I had some support. So I will be singing this song you all might know. This is a song I sang with my best friend, who is sadly not here no more. This song is called Karma. I do not own this song. I do not own this vid too. Also pretend in this video that All Might is Fox, okay? I've been so good. I've been helpful and friendly. I've been so good. Why am I feeling empty? I've been so good. I've been so good this year. I've been so good, but it's still getting harder. I've been so good. Where the hell is the karma? I've been so good. I've been so good this year. Why? Are you asking me why? My days and nights are filled with disappointment. Fine. Oh no, everything's fine. I'm not sure why I booked today's appointment. I've been so good. I've been helpful and friendly. I've been so good. Why am I feeling empty? I've been so good. I've been so good this year. And I've been so good, but it's still getting harder. I've been so good. Where the hell is the karma? I've been so good. I've been so good this year. What? Am I normal or not? Am I crazier than other patients? Right? I've done everything right. So where's the karma, doc? I've lost my patience because I've been so good. I've been working my ass off. I've been so good, still I'm lonely and stressed out. I've been so good. I've been so good this year. And I've been so good, but it's still getting harder. I've been so good. Where the hell is the karma? I've been so good. I've been so good this year. I've been so good this year. I've been so good this year. Time? I know we're out of time, but what if sad thoughts come and I can't stop it? Bye. I don't want to say bye. If only I could keep you in my pocket to give me some diagnoses of why I'm so hollow. Please. Give me instructions, I promise I'll follow. I tripped on my ankle and fractured my elbow. But doesn't that mean that the tour is going to sell, though? I try to explain the good faith that's been wasted. But after an hour, it sounds like complaining. Wait, don't go away. Can I lie here forever? You say that I'm better. Why don't I feel better? The universe works in mysterious ways. But I'm starting to think it ain't working for me. Doctor, should I be good? Should I be good this year? Everyone starts to cheer and clap their hands. Izuka bowing, thank you all for your time. And this the end of this year's sports fest leaves to meet Momo. Momo that was so beautiful. Izuka not as beautiful as you my honey boo. Momo pout why in public? Izuka, I just love that pouty side of your kiss is hers. So want to head to my house for dinner? Momo, yes please. Izuka teleported with Momo to Izuka's house. Momo sat down on the couch to watch some TV while Izuku is making dinner. When Izuku is done making dinner, Momo left the TV on playing the news as they sat down enjoying the food until something caught their attention. Reporter breaking news. The yellow flash of Nine Tails. Kurama or Izuka Namikaze is here now causing havoc here in Tokyo. Izuka spits out coffee, excuse me wa. Did I hear that correctly? Starts to get a chill down his spin. Momo Izuka Midoriya. You have 1 minute to give me a reason to not put a knife in you face right now. Reporter All Might has just arrived at the battle and landed a solid punch to the face. It looks like Kurama is running away. All Might has saved the day. Izuka, how about to punch me then punch my shadow clone summon a clone? Momo will punches him, then the clone, and the clone poof in a thin air, so why did you want me to do that? Izuku, if I was a clone, I would have poof and be fighting All Might. My shadow clone will disappear after one solid punch or hit. That one is imposter. Momo, I see. Just as they were thinking of what Izuka should do. Izuka got an idea, but he didn't like it, but had no choice. Momo noticed the tears and asked him what was wrong. Izuka, I'm going to have to leave and go into hiding. As in, leaving and not coming back until I find out who the imposter is. Momo eyes widened and started to have tears will. You at least come back when your name is clear. Izuku, I will, but I must go now. I'll pay a visit to some people first, so stay strong for me. Okay, Momo, I will. Both of them started to cry and hug each other, because Izuku can be gone for days, which lead to weeks, weeks to months, and months to years. After they said their goodbyes, Izuka TP to Kiri. Kiri POV. I was just in my room chilling until I get an emergency alert. It was Izuka going ham in Tokyo. It felt odd he never said he went to Tokyo. Even if he said he wanted it, he could never leave the city with most crime rate. But also when he explained his teleportation technique. But what was it that makes him teleport? Not only that he ran after one punch. Flashback time. Kiri, hey. Izuka, quick question. Izuka, what is it? Kiri, what makes you teleport? Izuka, oh, I use tags I place all over Muzutafu, so I can get to one place to another. Also, once I place the tag, it stays there forever. Kiri, cool. I bet you went to Tokyo by throwing your kunais so far. Izuka, nah. I could, but I don't want to leave a city with the most crime rate possible. Flashback over. Kiri, Izuku has been framed. Izuku got that right, cover his mouth before he could scream sho. Don't scream. I'm not trying to get chuffed, remember. Removes hand. Kiryok. But why are you here? Izuku to give you a mini mission to see if you can get any information about this imposter. Kiryok, is that all? Izuku, I need to see a few more people, so act like you believe that I'm a villain, okay? So they don't get any suspicions. Also protect Momo while I'm in hiding. Kiri, okay. Also, are you going after the person who framed you? Izuku, so I can get the police off my ass and mostly to clear my name. But I gotta visit 5 more people so bye. Disappears. Aizawa POV. I'm just sitting down watching TV with my lovely wife and son until we both get the emergency notice that Izuku has gone ham. I was suspicious that this wasn't Izuku for many reasons, such as he is in Mizudafa, not Tokyo. Also, he may hate the people who bullied him in the past, but he has no reason to take it out on innocent people. Plus, he told me about his clone technique. A solid hit will make the clone poof, and he ran after 1 hit from All Might. Namiri, I swear, when I see him, he will go through more hell that devil will be scared of. Aizawa, that's not Izuku. Namiri, what do you mean? Izuku appears. I gave uncle information on my cloning technique. Namiri, I need to get used to that. But what do you mean? And you better explain, or not even Aizawa will save you. Izuku first call Nizu, Sakachi, GT, and RG. I got a plan that might bring out our little faker. When they arrived, Izuku, thanks for coming. You probably got the alert. Everyone but Aizawa and Namiri, we did, and you better explain. Izuku, as you know, I have a cloning technique. As you can see, the imposter saw All Might going to hit him, but he didn't dodge. I'm more faster than All Might, and I can dodge that punch, but the fake me didn't. Also, that is in Tokyo, even if I could get there in a flash, but I need to be physically there first, then I can do me flashy flash move. Nizo, I see, but now we have enough evidence to prove you. Izuku, that won't be enough. Even if we did, I have a plan to draw the mastermind out. Namiri, what's the plan? Izuku, I go into hiding in plain sight, meaning I will disguise and learn at UA still, but under a different name and ID. Sakachi, that's a good plan, but there's a risk. Izuku, and my Quirk. So I'm going to act quirkless and hide my turn off my tails so no one can see them. GT, that is a strong risk, but also what will other students think of a quirkless boy in a hero school? Izuku, not worry. I learned how to use Uncle's scarf. Thanks by the way, but how will my friends react? Only one way to find out. After the meeting with Izuku, we all had doubts of the plan, but we had no choices, but it was a good plan. I watched Izuku playing with Junior. I think I just lost my position as a dad, but okay. End of Aizawa POV. After the little meeting, there has been hero out 24/7 due to the Izuku beaning frame. Most heroes and civilians were not convinced due to knowing Izuku can take on 1,000 villains, and a monster made to kill All Might just didn't seem. There were news's paper out like Kurama hero or villain, framed or not framed, stuff like that. Now, with they won. Aizawa, okay, class, sit down. One sits down. Aizawa, as you know, there is something going. Meaning you mean the argument of Izuku being framed or not? Aizawa, yes, that one. But in the meantime, we will have a student that me and Izuku train personally, also treat him with respect and make him feel welcomed. Come on in. Kai, Itsuku, Hayom, Imke. I'm 16 and I'm quirkless. Everyone was silent and wondering if UA was crazy to let a quirkless person be in a hero school. Aizawa dash, not surprise. Kirishima, do you mind showing him around? He didn't get a tour. Kiri, yeah, I don't mind. Let's go, Shinar bro. Kaizuku bro. Kiri, sorry, it's a nickname I like to give to Izuku, but you remind me of him. Kai, Izuku. Well, he did train me. Plus, he gave me some of his special kanais. But can we talk when we are outside of the classroom? To much people looking at me. Kai, Izuku, and Kiri leaves. Kiri, so have you always been really shy? Kai, Izuku. Yeah, cause of me being quirkless, I get bullied a lot, but when Aizawa and Kurama found me half dead. Kurama trained me in his combat style, and Aizawa with his scarf and his combat style when fighting with it. So I'm pretty sure I can beat that angry Pomeranian. Kiri, really? He's the strongest in the class now. Kai, Izuku. I know he's the one with an explosion-type quirk. Kiri, show Kai, Izuku around the school. Now combat training with B1. All Might, okay, class, welcome back to another day of combat training. So Team A is Shinar and Kitsuki Bakugo. Team B is Minoma and Kendo. Says the rest of the teams now Team A versus Team B. Heroes A and Villains B. Minoma, well, it looks like the angry Pomeranian got the quirkless nobody laughs like a real bitch. Izuku, if I remember correctly, you have to touch someone to use their quirk. So you're basically quirkless and useless as well until you touch someone. Minoma, why? Aouda gets hit in the neck by Kendo and gets knocked out. Kendo, sorry about him. But is it true you really are quirkless? Kai, Izuku. Why, yeah, but I got recommended by Kurama. Kendo, WOH. You must be really good at fighting then, rights? Kai, Izuku. Why, you hand-to-hand by Kurama and this scarf by my other sensei, Aizawa. Kitsuki dash. I wonder if the newbie is strong to be in the #1 hero school as a quirkless. Okay. Shinar, let's go make the plan. Leaves to the building. Kai, Izuku, Hi, follows. When they get there, Kai, Izuku, I got a plan. Kitsuki, I am all ears. Izuku, we both move together, and if we run into Monoma, then let me fight him, because Kitsuki, cause he can't use my quirk unless he touches me. Then while you fight him, I got find the bomb. Izuku, yes, but he might use Kendo quirk, which is big hands, right? Kitsuki, yes, so I got the plan. All Might heroes, you may begin. Both run in to find the bomb, but instead find Monoma. Monoma, there you are. One scum used big hands to try and steal Kitsuki quirk. Kai, Izuku, use a scarf to keep him from touching Kitsuki Go. I'll hold him off. Kitsuki, be safe, alright, leaves. Kai, Izuku dash, damn, he really did grow a soft side. Now I gotta deal with you bitchy whinnying. Monoma, joke's on you, I have a quirk. Kai, Izuku, joke's on you, you can't use that quirk no more. Monoma, hands go back to normal. Izuku, you're just useless now. And he proceeds to beat the shit out of him until he was told to stop. Now time to find Kitsu. Kitsuki on earpiece found the bomb on top floor. I'm going to engage. Also, is the yellow-head fancy bitch dead? Kai, Izuku, on earpiece, and go ahead, I'll meet you, and try not to kill her. Runs to the top and sees Kitsuki in Kendo's hand. Kitsuki, I would have won if I could kill her, you know. Kai, Izuku, you know, all you had to was outspeed her to the bomb and touch it to win, you know. Kitsuki, really? Damn. You know what? Fuck this. Fuck you, creator. Fuck you. Me all of you, don't stop breaking the goddamn fourth wall. I will send lighting from the sky to literally obliterate you. I already lost all my money due to me paying for the wall. Be rebiled. Me per wallet. Mineta, like, you can do shit to me. Me dash. Everyone dash. Me sends lighting at Mineta and killing him. Anyone else wants to test me. YW. Me take, I forgot. And I don't own the video. Kitsuki, really? Damn. Kendo knocks him out. I really can't tell who is an idiot use her quirk and tries to slam Kai. Izuku. Kai. Izuku. Dodges and gets behind her. Sorry about this, chops her neck. All Might heroes win. Monoma and Kitsuki just woke up. Kitsuki, damn, for a quirkless person you are strong. Monoma, no. I will not lose to this useless pace of SHIT touches Kitsuki and is about to send a full-on explosion. All Might, Monoma, stop this. It's not worth it. Monoma ITIS, when a useless pace of space is erased from existent shots and full-on explosion at Kai. Izuku. Kai, Izuku gets hit but left arm is no more AFUCK. Kitsuki, Shinar, you damn extra. Saying last, Monoma knocking him out, then runs over to Izuku. Kai, Izuku, damn, I wonder who shoved a stick up his ass. Kitsuki chuckles, but then realizes a missing arm and an unconscious Kai. Izuku. Esichara runs to RG office. RG, and Mergen slays Kai. Izuku, down on bed. RG, what happened during the joint training? Kitsuki, Monoma got pissed cause our new transfer student Shinar beat him, which made him more pissed because he was quirkless. So he used my quirk full force and blew his arm off, but let's stop talking and help Shinar, who is losing a lot of blood cause of a arm blue OFF. After that, RG stopped the bleeding, but also had a little talk with the furball inside Izuku to make sure he was okay. Forgot to mention, but I think I did, but Kurama can come out whenever he wants. Kurama HEY. I'm not a furball. Me son of bit. Echo. Can't kill Kurama or our MC dies. Fuck, do not own vid. Kai. Izuku woke up after a week due to blood lost, and Monoma was expelled due to attempted murder. Kai. Izuku wakes up to hear a beep beep sound. What happened? Looks around and sees his arm missing. Well, that sucks. RG, yes it does. Kai. Izuku, hey granny. RG told you to stop calling me that. But you've been out for a week. Kai. Izuku, that is so lovely. RG, I know it is, but can you walk? Kai. Izuku, yeah, thanks to Kurama healing I can. So what is my class doing? RG, there on break in their dorms. Kai. Izuku, thanks, leaves to dorms. Whelp time to see how they will react. Opens dorm doors. Everyone looks at the doors and their eyes widen. Kai. Izuku, hey, I'm back. Everyone jumps him to give him a hug. Our cinnamon roll is okay crying. Deku, the cinnamon roll has lived. Kitsune, I thought I lost you. Crying. Show to your arm. Kai. Izuku, it's fine. I think, so happy I learned to fight and use Aizawa's scarf with one arm. Anyway, Kitsune Shota wanna help me cook. Everyone dash. Kai plus lessons from Izuku plus cook equals manly food. Drooling. Kitsune plus Shota sure. After they were done cooking food, they all ate and was think just like Izuku's cooking. They all talked and got to know him better. He even explained his past. Few weeks went by, and everyone is at the point of we will not let our cinnamon roll GT hurt thing. Some even looked at him as an older brother that will always be there for you. Kai Izuku, Mr. Aizawa, can I have meeting with the teachers and you after class? It's important. Aizawa, sure. Now let's continue. After class, Izuku and Aizawa are walking down the halls. The students were pointing at Kai Izuku while whispering that's the quirkless boy, or what is a quirkless doing here? Aizawa starting to get pissed. If you hate this quirkless, you can fight him, but trust me, he could beat me and probably 2 more teachers in a 1v3. Student, you're right, you don't have to defend the quirkless, lose Aisuke knocked out. Kai Izuku. Anyone else theory? Everyone nope. Kai Izuku. Size never learn, do they? Surprised they were let in. If they have the balls to pick on quirkless thinking, they can get away walking away. Aizawa asked the same following him. Kai Izuku. Opens door to teacher's lounge. So you wondering why I called you here? Mike, yeah. Is it the students being mean to you? Vault King hope it's not, or we will have to go on an exclusion streak. Kai Izuku. It's not. I am here to report that I have found the love base. Niza, so your clones have found them, I see. Snipe, wow. Hold on, I though you said he was quirkless? Samantha, was that a lie? Kai Izuku, yeah, sorry I had to for a reason. Mike, and what reason is that? Kai Izuku. Hold on, someone is listening, goes to the lounge door and opens it to see Shota and Kitsune listening on them, so both WE can explain. Kai Izuku sighs and drags them in. How long were you listening for? Both everything. Kitsune, wait. Why did you lie about not having a quirk? Kai Izuku. Cause shows tails. I need to go in a hiding cause of a certain group that framed me. Everyone, the people who knew, stands up and got ready to fight. Nitsu stand down. Stand down. Kai Izuku. Uncle, we need to make the room soundproof, just in case this stuff happens again. But anyways, I'm on a mission to find the love. So I sent out my clones just in case. Nizu, Aizawa, and Namuri plus 3 more knew about this mission, but was told to keep it a secret. Mike, but how can we trust you? Kai Izuku. You will just have to. Now you 2 leave, and don't tell anyone cause we can't have chouse going around. Clear. Both high leaves. Niza now. We should start the raid as soon as we can. Izuki, yeah. I agree, but we need a plan. Luckily, I got one before I started this. But let's get more heroes, police, and SWAT to go over the plan. Niza, let the government know we are going to commit a raid in a day. Next morning at a secure place. Everyone having small talk. Izuku in his real hero costume. Okay, listen up. Everyone is looking at Izuku and started to get into a fighting stance. Izuku dash knew this was going to happen. Size, before we get into this, I want you to meet Shinso. Pulls up a file, and on that file it says his quirk is brainwashing. His quirk is brainwashing. Shinso, do you mind? Shinso, yes. So what's your name? Izuku Namikaze. Shinso, use his quirk now. Did you attack Tokyo? Ifuku no. Shinso, did you do anything villainy other than being a vigilante? Izuku no, get released. Thank you for your time. Now head back to UA and keep this a secret, please. Shinso, will do, sir. Leaves to UA. Izuku, okay, now that's done with. Shows a map of the area with the location. The plan is that we will have 2 teams, one of SWAT and the other is police. You will be holding their escape route. Also, I will disguise myself as a pizza and knock on the door. When they open the door, I will signal All Might to break the wall, and Kamui, you will hold them while you best Genus will make sure if Kamui missed any, you would get the rest. While I deal with the leader. Now, police, this is the place. Now start evacuating the area and make sure they are at least 10 miles away so they don't get in the crossfire. Any questions? Everyone no. Izuku, good, now start evacuating the area. They get there on foot to make sure the villains don't know they are there. They wait until the area is evacuated. MT Lady Karama, the area is evacuated on intercoms. Izuku transforms. All right, everyone in positions, and remember the plan. Walks up to the door and knocks. Random member, who is it? Izuku, pizza delivery. Random member, we didn't order pizza. I think you got the wrong house. Izuku, sorry, my bad, but I think signals All Might not. All Might, Texas, SMS. FBI knock, knock, FBI, I open up. FBI move. Miwo, whoa, where did you guys come from? FBI, good question. Me sees 4th wall broken. Everyone, oh shit, he's mad. Me, I'll deal with you guys at the end. Take 11, just roll with it. All Might, Texas, smash breaks down wall. Kamui Wood and Best Genus are using their quirks to hold them down. Izuku, quick. Put the villains in the van. One by one, the villains were tied up with Quirk canceling cuffs. Just then, there was an explosion setting Shigaraki on the ground. Sorry, I can't let you leave with him. Izuku, so you finally hear AFO grab Shigaraki, sorry. But you can't have him, throws him in the back of the truck, Gio. I will hold him, OFF turns into chakra mode. SWAT vans, heroes and police leaves the area, but All Might stays. AFOTCH. Playing unfair are we? Do you have no honor or something? Izuku, oh my go, I'll handle this fucker. Plus I am honorable. I know I left my son once. I can't do it again. Tordia, I don't know if we can handle you, lost cries. Izuku sighs, forgive me then. I'm about to even the odds. You can watch from your housemate's portal and pushes All Might through. All Might falls through weight. Inno starts to tear and hears, just watch, I should be fine. And he is at his house / Yagi's house. Rushes to the TV and turns it on to see the news. Reporter, it looks like the Flash AHS arrived at the battle and we have C reports that he was framed. Will Kurama be able to beat the #1 villain, or will he fail? With a one real quick. Kiri, guys, come here now. Everyone, what's going on? Kiri Izuku is fighting the #1 villain. Mommy's what? Aizawa's fighting the #1 villain. He told me to tell you guys it was nice knowing if he doesn't make it out. Hands Momo a note. He said read it if he doesn't make it out or goes in a coma, and strictly said to not to open it for a reason, I don't know why. But he also said that he loves you, and you were the best thing that could ever happen to him. Momo crying dash, please Izuku. Please make it out alive. I can't even imagine a world without you. To the fight. I am really bad with fight scenes, so I'll try my best. Izuku there happy? AFO much better. Izuku really quick. Are you culture? AFO dash. No. Izuku punches him, sending him flying. Kicks him in the air and summons Clone while both are throwing Kanai's now Rasen Flash Super Dance Stage 3. Attacks him head on. AFO playing dirty, I see. Well, 2 can play that game, sends fire and hits him in his new arm. Izuku gap, bitch. I just got that, slams a Rasengan in his face like that cause I got more forms of Rasengan and charges. AFO charges in as well. Izuku throws a Kanai and porously miss. AFO you missed. Izuku one thing, you should know teleports on top of him and never miss slams Rasengan. AFO good hit, but it looks like I'll have to step it up and Notch strikes him down with lighting. Izuku get hit fuck that hurts. Let's see whose lighting is better, forms lighting in his hand, and then a storm starts to form. Reporter, it was just the clear night sky a while ago, now it's a raining thunderstorm. What is that? A lighting dragon that comes from the sky. Izuku, this attack bring the thunder from the gods themselves up in the sky. Meet Kirin. You doom. Now be Gono. Thot. Points his hand at AFO and then slams his hand down, and Kirin comes at him. AFO covers himself in a stone dome to at least stop the attack from hitting him or killing him, but Kirin broke through it. AFO is hurt as much as Izuku, good thing that I have a regeneration Quirk heals fully. Izuku impress. You survived my 3 strongest move, but fire style Misty Flames dance jutsu. And direct hit, but sees that he's still standing dash shit. Creates 5 clones surrounding him, fire style Majestic Destroyer Flame. Clone 1 fire style Misty Flames Dance Jutsu. Clone 2 fire style Majestic Flame. Clone 3 fire style Majestic Demolisher. Clone 4 fire style Majestic Flower Flame. Clone 5 wind style. Breakthrough shoots with the fire, making it stronger. All 6 moves are 5 hot AFO, and he's still standing but really hurt. AFO should we stop holding back? Izuku we shall. AF right opens a portal the size of the walls in AOD. Reporter IY looks like AFO has opened a 50-meter tall portal and something is coming out of it. AFO my greatest creation. The Titan Noma starts to fly up and merge with it. Izuku dash. I might need to use that move. Kurama knows what the move is and starts to cry dash, you know. You were probably the 3rd best host I could ever ask for. Izuku dash. I know, but hey, make sure you protect Momo. But for now, let's move this to the ocean. Moves the Titan Nomu to the seas dash. Let's go Kurama. Claps head together, transforms to the Nine Tails chakra mode, and Izuku is inside it. Reports ID looks like to have moved this battle far out into the ocean, and Kurama has transformed into a giant fox with 9 tails. This is why he calls himself the Nine Tails? AFOY, do you protect this world? All there is just pain and suffering. You experience this, so why protect the people who hurt you cause you have no quirk? Izuku cause. Cause I have a family. I have friends. I have a girlfriend that I can soon call her my wife. I had a friend whose dream was to protect the ones he cared for. That same friend died for me, so I have this dream. I'm not letting you take over this world. I'm a hero who will win so the next generation can live. AFYC now. Time to die charges a power laser. Izuku makes a Rasen Shuriken. Both shoots and hit each other, which causes a big gust of wind. AFO regenerating. Izuku heard dash. Looks like it's time. Kurama dash looks like it. Izuku makes 2 clone and merges with it and becomes a giant figure with 3 heads and 6 arms, and he forming 2 Biju, Rasen Shuriken, and a Kirin. AFO forms a stronger laser and shoots You Will Die Today. Izuku, I don't think so. 6 paths. All Might Scream shoots. Both attacks collided and all the see is a big-ass explosion, something like. And this explosion is obliterating everything. A gust of wind blowing everything away. It caused a mini tornado in the sky, and a giant crater with Izuku standing on top of AFO. Report sees Izuku on top of a foe is done. It is Izuku Namikaze, or you're truly the yellow flash of Ninetales. Kurama, Izuku with the last of his energy, forms a Chindori. Your days of villainy ends here. AFO stabs Chindori. AFO if I die. Then you die. AS well stabs Izuku with his own. Kanai then dies. Izuku dasha. Goodbye Kurama. It's been real. Summons Kurama, then falls down and faints slowly, losing his life. Kurama, stay with me. Please, not Yuto crying at this point. Reporter sees Izuku on the floor dying. Is our flash gone? Everyone that was watching start to tear, cause the youngest and the soon-to-be #1 is gonna die. Endeavor rushes to where Izuku and Kurama is and sees the water closing in, and flies to Izuku and picks him plus Kurama and starts to fly to a hospital. Stay with me. Lands and Izuku is enmity taken to emergency. With the one, Momo calls for a ride and is now struggling to hold back the tears. Okay, my driver is coming to pick me up and take me to the hospital Izuku is in. I can only bring 7 people. So Kirishima, Izumi, Shoto, Kitsuki, Kitsune, and Jiro. Do you want to come? The 7, yeah. We're going. Time skip to the hospital. Everyone that went with Momo sees Aizawa, Namuri, All Might in small form, Tornado, Endeavor, Rei, Nizu, and many more relatives or people who knew Izuku really well. Momo sees Izuku condition and starts to cry dash. Me forgot to mention he lost his arm again. Doc, okay, we don't know if he will make it out alive, so you go in but 1 to 3 at a time. Momo, I'll go first. Goes in Izuku room. Not good with shit like this, so I'll try and no promises it will be good. He, babe, if you don't make it out alive, and I hope you do, so we can have a wonderful life in the house in the woods with our children if we do have some. You were the best boyfriend a girl could ask for. Kisses him and leaves Kirishima. Denki, you can go. Both goes in. Kirihei, bro, you were the manliest of the manly. If that makes sense, chuckles and starts to tear. You were strong, and thank you for being the friend that will help everyone no matter how bad the past is. Denki, hey, it's your friendly idiot jamming. A chuckles and tears. Sorry, Jiro told me to put that as a hero name, but no, I went with Chargebolt. So, hope you wake up soon. Bye. Leaves. Aizawa and Namuri walks in with Junior. Junior is 2 years old and can speak a little. Aizawa sits down. Hey, problem child. You did good. Probably save the Japan. Know the world from an upcoming disaster if you failed. I wonder if there is a day where you can't make us worry. If you don't make it, you were the best nephew anyone could have asked for. Namuri, hey, Izuku. You did good. Thank you for fighting for us. And Junior says things she like about him. Not that she love him more than you know by, and hope you wake up. Izuku, Junior, and Isan. And Isan, wake up, please, crying cause he's every attached to his cousin. Isan, please wake up. Kurama comes out of where he is in a deep sleep. Junior, there is a chance he will wake up. Izuku, Junior. Okay, Mr. Fox. Third group leaves, then the 4th, which is Yagi's. You know what? I don't know what to say. It's too much for my brain to think. Time skip when they say the love-dovey stuff, and it's been 1 year since his Izuku beat all for one. Now they have a gathering in the dorms. Everyone visited Izuku 1 to 3 times a week. Momo, Kurama, and Kiri visited him every day. Aizawa teaching class 1A, which is now 2A, until he gets a call from Nizu, and he picks up alone. Nizu, sir. Nizu, after you are done teaching, I need you to come to my office with Yagi, Bakugas, Todoroki's, Uraraka, and Kirishima. It's important, so I'll tell you when you get here. Hangs up. Aizawa, Yagi, Bakugas, Todoroki's, Uraraka, and Kirishima. I need you to stay and follow me after class. It's important. Me, that's it for now, but here's a small bonus part. With the FBI people who broke the 4th wall. FBI 1AO, chill. It's just a prank, bro. FBI, too. Yeah, bro, we didn't mean to. Me, it's too late for a sorry. I warned everyone about the punishment. Now you must pay the price strikes, lighting on all of them. FBI 5. I died knowing I'm not a virgin. Rest of the FBI dies. Meet him. I thought they lost their V card, Sai. Aizawa, Izumi, Bakugas, Todoroki's, Uraraka, and Kirishima heading to Nizu office and see multiple heroes and the noise-canceling pads that not even Jiro could hear with her quirk. Kitsuki, Prince, why are we here? What's with all these heroes? Nizu, cuz we need your help. It's a you choice set. Hear me out first before you leave, but also what I'm about to tell you can't leave this room. Everyone clear. Nizu, thank you. Now I called you here because we need to commit a raid. This is also partly a rescue mission because there is a little girl in that building who is being experimented on. Endeavor, if you don't mind me asking, who is this villain? Nizu Overhaul, leader of the Yakuza. Not only that she has a quirk that can possibly bring back Izuku from his coma. 7A? 1 kids, is that even a question? We are in. Kitsuki, okay, what's the plan? Nizu, the plan is we have one of the police disguise as a pizza delivery man. 2 SWAT squads will cover each escape route that is mapped here. Show map. Once the doors open, we rush in and try to find the girl. Lemillion put this tracker on, so when you find the girl, tell us, so we can head to your location. Now when we breach, we will all rush in. Clear. Everyone clear. Kirishima senses something. Wait. Is everyone? Don't leave. We have a imposter here. Nizu, what do you mean? Kirizuka taught me this for good reasons like this. And one of us is using a hero as a disguise. Aizawa, use your quirk on everyone here. Aizawa uses quirk on every hero until one of them started to deform their he is. Get him. Everyone jumps him and restrain him. Kitsune, I'll check him to make sure he didn't record that. Checks him and finds a recording device. Found it. Aizawa, do we have a student with a mind-controlling type quirk? Cause if we do, we can get info from this member. Aizawa, good idea, let me go get him. Leaves to get Shinso and comes back with Shinso. All right, do your thing. Shinso, hey. Member he gets under Shinso control. I'm gonna be lazy right now. I'll put the member answer in like this. Okay. Shinso, what are you to Overhaul? Right hand. Where is he keeping the girl? At the bottom. What are his intentions? To use the girl's blood to make sure quirks now longer exist in this world. Is that all, Nizu, sir? Nizius, now knock him out. Member gets released. Wait and O down for the count. Nezuno, all this must remain a secret. We will send you an alert when it will start and the location. Now leave. Everyone high. Leaves. Time skip to you by me, a big idiot, who has the same amount of brain cells as Denki. Night, I disguise as a pizza man and knocks on the door. Random member WHO, IS is. Night, I pizza delivery. Random member OO pizza. Wait, I didn't order pizza, gets knocked out. Just then another member saw this and hit the alarm. Aizawa Geo, go Lemillion Geo, find the child and send your location. Kitsuki, Kitsumi, Izumi, Shota, and Shoto follow him. 8 HAI leaves to find a girl. Mario phases through the walls to find the girl. Where is she? Keeps on phasing until he finds the girl being held by Overhaul with 2 members walking with him. Found her. Gives hero and police location. Stop right there. Overhaul hold them off. New right hand, yes sir. Left hand, yes sir. Both you will not get. The girl pulls out a gun and starts to shoot a full round mags of quirk erasing bullets that are complete. Left, we got to make at least every shot count. Right, got it. Kitsuki, go, we will hold them off. Go for the girl. Mario right leaves to go after Overhaul. You know what, I'm narrating the battle. The 7 with Mario beat them, but took a beating. The left hand was dead, and the right was alive but barely holding on, and he has 1 bullet. Mario was fighting Overhaul, and the 7 are slowly making their way to. Mario was actually about to beat him until he throws Mario while holding Eri to the right-hand man. Right now, Lemillion, pick one, your quirk, or the girl shoots at the girl. Mario was ran to the girl and used his body as a shield and waiting for the bullet to hit him. Deflects the bullet. Sorry, I'm late. I had a deep sleep. Everyone was now in shock. Ryan dies. Overhaul, impossible. You were in a coma. It looks like I'll have to kill you. Now back down and hand over. Eri points to Eri. Izuku, sorry, not going to happen. Overhaul then, so be it, starts to use the Yakuza members to make himself bigger. You can't win, just save us the time, and hand over the girl. Izuku, like I said, I can't do that. I am a hero who will save as much people as I can. If you take this girl, then who I'm trying to protect, then I can't call myself a hero. Let's go. Kurama turns into Kurama Chakra mode and summons a clone. Tell the hero to clear the area. It might get really ugly. Everyone get out of here and take the girl, I'll hold him off. Everyone leaves the area and heads to the dorms. Kurama dash, first thing you say to me when you wake up is let's go Kurama. Izuku dash, I'll make you ramen later, okay? Kurama dash, deal. Clone High goes to warn the heroes about what shit is about to go down. Once the area is clear, the clone disappear, signaling Izuku that it's clear. Izuku let's go, tailed beast bomb. Shoots and hits him right on. Overhaul good, but not good enough, claws Izuku. Izuku gets hit, damn. That hurt uppercut him. Reporter welcome back to Fox News. Today live right now, there was a raid on Yakuza clan. But what's better is our future #1 hero is awake from his coma. Can he stay awake, or will he go back to sleep? Izuku, okay, I'm done playing games. Kurama and Izuku separates, and now Izuku is riding on top of Kurama dash. Pin him down so I can rip him out. Kurama dash. Got it, also don't let him touch your skin, or it's over. Izuku dash. Copy. A heated battle between Overhaul and Izuku, throwing punches left and right until Kurama finally pinned him down. Izuku jumps off. Kurama, your reign of villain and putting terror in a little girl is over. But before that, on intercoms, Aizawa order for all new channels to end the live. Aizawa got it, but why? Izuku dash. He's too dangerous to be kept alive. Aizawa. I see tells all the media that the live streams must end for privacy reasons. It's done. Izuku alright charges Chindori, any last words? Overhaul go to hell. Izuku stabs Chindori in Overhaul's heart now. To burn the body, uses a fire style to burn the body size dash. I hate killing, but he was too dangerous. Kurama dash. True, but hey, at least you can see your girlfriend again, and you owe me ramen. Izuku chuckles dash. True. Hope no one asks about the body. Leaves to the dorm. Shim gets an idea. He transforms into a pizza delivery guy and knocks on the door. Pizza delivery. Inside the dorms. Pizza delivery. Dikio Pizza's here. Wait, did someone order pizza? And one. No, but we will take it. Momo, I'll pay. Gets up to the door. Izuku, so it's free. Momo, really, but why? Izuku Kazda transformed him back. My love smiles. Momo hugs him and crying, you really are awake. Punches him in the face. You idiot, Dio, you know how scared I was. Though I would never see you again. Izuku kisses her, then breaks it, and I'm sorry, I'll try and never leave you again. So who wants my cooking? Everyone eat. Izuku chuckles, hey. Okay, I'll get ready. Stops, hey, why is that little girl's here? Points to Eri. Eri scared, he am mister. Izuku kneels down and hold his hand out. You can call me Izuku, or whatever you like, smile. So are you hungry? Eri's Nissan. Ramen? Izuku, okay, smiles dash. She likes ramen. Kurama dash. Yeah, can I come out and play with her? Izuku dash, sure. Summons Kurama, hey Eri. Play with the class pet Kurama while I make food. Eri okay sees Kurando's a bite. Izuku, no, he actually took a liking to you. Eri smiles. Everyone dash. And he hurt this angle. He reminds me of Kitsune, hey. Is it me or Kai has been gone for like the same amount of time Izuku went to fight AFO? Izumi, now that you mention it, where is he? Aizawa come out of nowhere cause Kai is Izuku. Everyone looks at Izuku. Izuku nervous chuckle, I can explain. Momo, Kurama, can you take Eri to Izuku's room? Please, the most scariest smile you will ever see. Kurama is mom. Izuku, you are on your own, leaves with Eri on her back. Izuku, we can talk about it, right? Everyone no. Izuku transforms into Kai, please don't hurt me. Mina gasped, it went into cinnamon roll mode. Izuku, you wouldn't hurt me, right? Kitsune, I might not hurt the cinnamon roll, but she will, points to a very angry Momo. Momo then drags Izuku while he is doing a high-pitched scream that slowly fades away. Everyone good, by old friend sheds a tear. Izuku, hey, have you seen Shota and Kitsune? Kira, no, I haven't. Why? Izuku, I need to tell them something, but I guess I'll check their room. Heads to Kitsume's room. Kitsune, not their soft moan. Show them. I know you like it. Izuku SWAT kicks door open. What the hell is going on in here? Sees Kitsune and Shota doing the derm. Very sorry. And go back to what you're doing. Closes the door. Kiri, I need the holy water. JK, I ain't doing you guys like this. But did I get you? Let me know. And be truthful, okay? Okay, now more jokes. Let's get on with the story. And you can hate me later or call me an idiot/baka if you want, just don't pout. Okay, no homo. Izuku POV, and they took Eri to a hospital to get healed up. She's for BTW. After my long-ass beating from Momo, I had to calm her down before she took out the belt again. So I decided to take her on a honeymoon cause we never done that. But I was also called to a hospital for a reason that might make me and Momo lives better or happier than before. To the hospital. I arrived at the hospital that Eri was staying, or where she was getting patched up. I walked in with Kurama on a leash cause it was funny. He was mad, but I told him it was for Eri. Yeah, I guilt trip him to do this. I was stopped by a nurse and told dogs are not allowed inside. And I looked at her with a look of, are you high or something? I was trying to hold my laughter while Kurama was growling. I told her it was a fox, and I here to see a young girl named Eri. She told me she was in room 711. I made my way down to Eri's room while sometimes stopping to sign kids' cast or say hi cause I was asked to. Gotta make kids smile, right? Either way, I made my way to Eri's room and went in. Eri missed her. Fox jumps out of bed and ran to give Izuku /me a hug Kurama. Hugs Kurama and starching him in his spot. Kurama, that's the spot, falls asleep. Eri missed her. Fox, did I kill him? Izuku, no, he is just asleep. Sweat drop and coughs. Anyway, Eri, I have a question and a quite serious one too. It's now or never. Eri, what is it, Mr. Izuku? Izuku, do you want to come with me and be family? Eri, who cute, confused look. Izuku, want me to be your dad that will be loving and caring? Eri, scared, now will you hurt me? Izuku, no, I won't, smiles. Eri, okay, thank you, dad, smiles and crying due to happiness. Izuku smiles, dash, just a cinnamon roll like me. Proud dad, tears, dash. Glad Momo said yes. Flashback time. After I beat Overhaul and save a girl named Eri. She had a look that I recognized, a look I once had. The look of being tortured by someone you could have trusted. So I decided to talk to Momo with something. I got to her dorm and knocked. She opened up and asked. Momo peeks out the door to see who it is, and then fully comes out, hi. Aiza, do you need something? Izuki, I was wondering if you. This is hard to say. If you would like to be a mom? Momo. Sure, thinking of the dirty and faints cause she couldn't take the pressure. Flashback, overtime, 8:05 p.m. Izuka dash. That's when she thought we were doing the dirty. Wouldn't mind those sighs, can't believe I said I didn't mean that. Would not have gotten that hard slap to the face. Let's do Eri, we're gonna meet my auntie and uncle. Eri, why? Can we bring mom? Izuka, we can let me call her, calls Momo, and she picks up, hey, baby Eri wants you to come with us to Aizawa's house. Can you come? Momo, sure, let me get ready, bye and love you. Izuka, love you, to babe hangs up. Me time for me to narrate this shit. Eri held on to Izuku, and Izuku, being a dumbass, decided to ride Kurama to the dorms to pick up Momo, then rid on Kurama again to Aizawa's house. Now, to Aizawa's house. Izuku knocks in certain pattern. Aizawa opens up, and drinking coffee come on in Izuku. Who's the little snowball? Izuku smiles nervously, me and Momo's child. Aizawa spits out his coffee and lands on Izuku. Face, you did the deed. Sorry about that. Kurama laughing his ass off. That's what you get for hurting my back, you bitch. At this moment, he knew. He fucked up. Momo makes a belt. Did you just curse in front of my child? Eri, dad, what does bitch mean? Izuku, it's a word only used for grown-ups, so please don't use it. Idioko. Izuku, now, shall we leave mommy here to punish Kurama? Eri, no, not Foxy. Don't hurt him, mommy. Please, you puppy dog eyes. Momo, now, how can I say no to that? Picks her up, shall we go inside? Izuku, we shall. They go inside to Aizawa's house to have a talk about life. Izuku Jr. was happy his Nissan was awake. Jr. is 4 now, by the way. Eri and Jr. have gotten along very well, and Izuku, Aizawa, Namuri, Momo were just sipping tea cause they know they might be a good couple for the next gen. They are now eating and talking plus having some of the good goods. Time skipped to when they're done and now leaving. Izuku POV. After we had our shots of bear, we decide to ride back home, aka my house in the forest on Kurama. He was kind of mad cause his back was killing him, so I took him to the hot springs and put him inside. He looked so relaxed. After that, Kurama said just leave him in peace. I told okay, but he can't enter the house, but I remembered the little thing in the door dogs or cats used to get inside the house. Forgot what they are called. After leaving Kurama at the hot springs, I took a shower and head to bed with Momo and Eri, who were already on the bed. So I got in and looked at Eri, who was about to cry. Izuku, Eri, what's wrong? Are you hurt? Momo, are you hurt? Eri, no. Crying, I'm just happy I have a mom and dad who love me. And I'm scared. Izuku, Eri hugs her, you don't have to be scared. Momo, daddy is right, hugs her to yo are safe. Wanna know why? Eri, why hugging them? Izuku betsausa. We are family. Izuku POV. It's been 5 months since me and Momo decided to be Eri's mom and dad. We are finally 3rd years, well accepted me, cause I'm going on a training trip for 2 months, but I might join after I come back from my trip. I wonder what Mount Mayaboku is like. Flashback time. I was just enjoying my beauty sleep until I started to get a headache. I realized it was from Kurama wanted to talk some business, so I went into my mindscape to talk to him to find out what's so important. Yo, Kurama, what is so important that you have to give me a headache? I ask. Kurama chuckles and responds with, "That's because we need to do some training at a certain place that will make us stronger." I wonder what is this place, so I ask him what or where it is. He said the place is called Mount Mayaboku, the land of the toads. I was just standing there like, what the fuck did he say? The land of toads? Where and how will we get there? I ask in such a confused voice that is even more confused with the idiot. I'm about to tell you some old history, so listen carefully. Before quirks became a thing, there was something more strong. 10,000 years, there was an energy which resides in all living things, even today. It's called chakra. With chakra came 5 nations with 5 great villages. The land of fire with Kanahagawa, the hidden leaf village. The land of water, Kirigakure, the hidden mist village. The land of wind, Sunagakure, the hidden sand village. The land of lighting, Kumogakure, the hidden cloud village. And the land of stone, Iwagakure, the hidden stone village. Each land specialized in the nature or chakra type in the name of their village. But there was once a great evil that is said to be sealed in the moon. Is she alive? Very. She can never die unless we steal all her chakra. But for now we are safe cause she is in a different dimension. But I'm not the only tailed beast. This shocked Izuku because he thought he was the only one. There are 11 tailed beasts. 0 tails, 1 tails, 2 tails, 3 tails, 4 tails, 5 tails, 6 tails, 7 tails, 8 tails, 9 tails, and 10 tails being the strongest. 1 tails to 9, which is me, are still alive somewhere, but I don't know where. Now Mount Mayaboku can teach you how to harvest the energy called nature energy or nature chakra. I see, so when are we going and for how long? I asked. Judging how fast you can learn and adapt, I say around 2 months, he said. I nodded my head as I understood. Flashback over. I walked to class at 3 and opened the door with one thought in mind. This is going to be trouble. I walked in and everyone greeted me, and my girlfriend Momo gave me a kiss. I walked up to the podium and said, "Everyone, I have an announcement." Everyone starts to look at me. Even my uncle Aizawa, who surprising woke up. I'm taking a temporary absence in UA for 2 months, and Niza knows about this. I said while showing a little fear, not because of what A3 will do to him, it's because what's going to happen to them. So, I only have 30 minutes until I have to leave, so Uncle, can I spend these last 30 minutes with Momo and Eri? I asked. Go ahead. I spent the last few minutes I had with my family, and I said to my goodbyes to Fox Grave cause I won't see him for a long time. Before I left, I gave Momo a kiss and Eri a kiss on the forehead. Momo blushed and handed me food to eat while I was training. I said thank you and did a special reverse summoning jutsu, and boom. The land of toads? I looked around and found no toads. I asked Kurama where the toads are, and he said head south, and we should be in a toad village, so I headed south. When I got there, I see toads until one came up to me and greeted me and said his name was Gamakichi. He had a beard which was weird, but also told me that I looked like someone called Naruto. I asked who was Naruto, and Kurama came out and said that. Naruto was the first to tame me. His father was the second, Fox was the third, and you are the fourth. Kurama said and continued with, he was also a legendary war hero. I made this war hero up. Hope you don't mind. That became a leader in a village which we call Hokages. I see. But shouldn't we be training? Ah yes, but the elder has summoned us. Gamakichi said as he left, and gestured to Izuku to follow, which he did. Me and Kurama flowed him into a big-ass building with toads guarding it. I asked how these toads will protect the elder if humans came, and he told me that these toads are stronger than they look, which I believed. Ish. We went in, and I saw Old Toad. Hello, Izuku Midoriya. Welcome to the land of toads. I'm the elder Gamabunta. Hello. But how did you know my name, and can I learn the way of the toads? You see, I used this orb to see into the future, but only the elder has the power to see into it due to safety reason, and yes, you can. Gamakichi will help you. Thank you, Bose. After that, Gamakichi explained to me that the energy is very hard to control. If I lose control of the energy, I will get hit with a stick, so I won't turn into a toad. I mean, it can't be that hard, right? The first time I tried it, the energy went out of hand, and just like he said, I turned into a toad and got whacked really hard. Man, I thought it was a pinch, but instead it was like the wooden spoon to the ass. 1 month in and halfway done moment. When it showed me what I had to eat, the first thought in my mind was how will I live? 3 days and I was able to use the nature energy with the oil, which was pretty fast, but now it's the hard part. I have to balance on a mountain spike while getting the energy, like what the hell. Not only that I have to do this for a week straight. I got on a walk on the spike to the tippy top and put the stone plate on the tippy top pointy part and started to balance, but failed miserly until Gamakichi chopped me with his tongue. I was starting to get the hang of it after 50 failed attempts and finally managed to last a week. And bird flew on me. I started to fall on my new form called Sage Mode. I hit the ground, but it didn't hurt. No, I didn't feel anything. I started to wonder if this is the power of Sage Mode. 2 months in and last month moments. Nothing interesting during the last month other than me learning a new fighting style and me eating bugs that I happen to take a liking to it. But please don't tell Momo about this. While I was taking a break, Gamakichi gave me a book written by the great toad sage Jiraiya, who will always have a special place in our hearts. It was called Ica Tactics, or in other words, Make Out Tactics. A perverted book that I started to like a lot. I finished my long training, to the goodbyes and back to the main world. I said my goodbyes to my sensei Gamakichi, his wife, and the elder. Gamakichi did the summoning jutsu and made me sign a contract for the toads. I came back to the main world and saw I was at my house. I went inside and checked the time, and it was 12:25 a.m., so Momo and Eri are still at school. I looked at the mirror right next to me. Goddamn, I had a more well-built body, and my hair was long. I took a shower and got dressed and headed to UA High. I got there and used my hero license to enter with setting off the alarms. I got to the principal office and knocked on the door and heard a faint come in. As I opened the door, I see a shocked Uncle Nizu looking at me like I was a stranger. "Hey, Uncle." "That I'm back," I said with a warm smile. "Hello, Izuku." "Welcome back home," he replayed with a smile. "So, is the A3 in their classroom?" I asked with a bit of curiosity. "Well, they are at the Island for a party." He responded. "I see, can you contact them that they will get a special surprise visitor?" I asked. "Sure, I'll let them know. So I'm guessing you will be leaving right now?" "Also, it's north of the main gate." "Yup, I'll get dressed and ride on Kurama to get there, or TP. While using my marker, I put on a 3, but I think it will ruin the surprise if I did. So bye." I activated KSM-1 and zoom out of UA to the Island. I got there and asked a well-dressed man with a woman and asked them to point out the party. They said to follow them, and I thanked them. When we got there, I was told we were late, and then all of a sudden the robots turned red. Then an emergency announcement came up. "There is a bomb in the core of the island, so for your safety, we are having a lockdown." A bomb, you say? Terrorists or villains? What do you say, Kurama? Can you sense the negative energy? I do. It's a Vigilante attack. Hurry up, it's the building in front. Also, Momo and Eri are in danger. Kurama responded. I put on my sage clock and started to go in before the metal gates closed. I heard people say I'm crazy or something, but I looked back and smiled. I told them everything will be okay. I turned back around with one thought in mind: let the party begin. Momo POV. Wait, if there is a bomb planted in here, that means villains. I ran to Izumi and told her that villains have infuriated the building. She was about to tell All Might, but the doors busted open to reveal villains hold people hostage at gunpoint. I looked around to see pro heroes tied up. I noticed an opening where we could escape, so I lightly tapped Ida, Uraraka, Shot, Shota, Kitsune, Katsuki, Izumi, Jiro, Kaminari, Melissa, and pointed at the opening, so we all snuck past the villains without being seen. Where's Nissan when you need him? Izumi whined. Izuku POV. I sneezed and got the vibe someone was talking about me, but this is not the time to wonder if someone was talking about me. No one POV. This isn't the time to wonder where he is. We need to find a way to free All Might. Katsuki stated. I agree. Even though he is probably Japan's trump card to solve almost everything. He's sadly not here at the moment. Shota said, at the moment we need to head to the security and override it, which is in the most unexpected place. The storage room. Melissa said. Everyone agreed, but who was going to stay and watch Eri? Ida volunteered to do it, so he went into hiding with Eri to protect her. Okay, follow me, Melissa said. Everyone followed Melissa. Bit Katsuki and Shota were in front just in case we get attacked on the way, which they did. But thanks to Shoto's ice and Katsuki's combat, it wasn't a problem. They made their way to the top and saw David Shields with his but with someone that is not a villain. They decided to be on standby and listen. All right, we got the amplifier. Tell the villains to head to the roof like we arrange. Everyone wide-eyed that the person who hosted the celebration was the person who caused the villain attack was none other David Shield himself. Melissa comes out of hiding and confront her dad. "What do you mean arrangement?" Melissa asks while looking at her dad in disappointment. "Melissa, what are you doing here?" David asked while looking at her and saw heroes that went with her. "I'll ask again. What do you mean arrangement?" Melissa asked once more, but oh boy, she was pissed. "You planned this attack, didn't you?" "Why?" "Because All Might Quirk was weakening to the point it could disappear, or it will be very weak. I made this amplifier to strengthen All Might's Quirk, but the government, though it was too dangerous. But I want to prove them wrong, it's not." As he says while clenching his fist. Just then everyone heard footsteps and the leader of the villain group. Wolfram, Quirk, metal manipulation, I think you know what it does, and muscle augmentation came in, and the heroes are now ready to fight. "Sam, where is it?" Wolfram asked while holding his gun, preparing to shot someone, aka Melissa. Sam grabs the briefcase and runs to Wolfram, then hands him it. "Sam, what are you doing with the villain?" "What about the plan? It was supposed to be fake villains." David shouted at Sam. "I'm with the villains as soon as you lost the amplifier. I knew you couldn't be trusted with my ideas of the indentation. You showed the government it was a bad idea, but Wolfram showed me that my invention was not a bad idea. Ida, Uraraka, Shot, Shota, Kitsune, Katsuki, Izumi, Jiro, and Kaminari were about to use their quirks, but Wolfram used his quirk and pinned them down while having his gun pointing at them. I would shoot you, but first shoot Sam in the head and he dies. You did your part. But everyone should know, never deal with villains. Am I really doing to die?" Momo, though, while trying to fight back the tears. "Now goodbye," was about to shoot Momo until they see a figure taking the hit. They figure was wearing a red and black coat, had eyes of a toad, had orange eye rims. "General, I wonder if you were taught to never hurt a woman, especially my girlfriend." The man reviled himself as Izuku Namikaze. The yellow flash has returned. Wolfram wide-eyed, but then remembered he had the Quirk amplifier and puts it on. "You can't beat me now. I have the Quirk amplifier. I'm more stronger than you." Wolfram, as he started to feel the extra power flow through him. He then destroyed the entire storage room, then used it to put distance between by making a giant metal tower protecting him and keeping David as a hostage. Luckily, Melissa was able to wrest the security system before Wolfram destroyed it. Doing so, it freed the heroes. Wolfram started to attack with a lot of long, thick metal pillars. Izuku was trying his best to destroy all the pillars, but some was hitting him until one passed by him and was going to hit Izumi, who was looking at him in awe because of the power he holds. Izuku then jumped in front, taking the hit. Izumi screamed, but to his surprise, it looked like it only scratched him. "How are you okay?" Izumi questioned him. Heroes then made it to the top. One of the many things about this mode, that a stab is like a pinch, but I can't do this alone. Due to the mass power I hold, I'll only destroy the building with everyone in it, but I can try and take it up a notch. He combines KCM1 with Sage mode, then hold his hand out to Izumi. "So I'll need your help, sis." Izumi was about to cry, but knew this is not the time and says, "Yeah, let's finish this," before taking his hand. She then activate OFA 30%. "Everyone, we will need you help. Use your quirks to stop the incoming pillars." Izuku orders the heroes. "HAI," everyone shouts. "Then let's go," both Izuku and Izumi says as they start to run super fast at Wolfram. Wolfram used his quirk to try and hit them both, but thanks to the heroes, not all of the pillars were not able to hit them. The two green-haired twins continue to run and dodging the pillars as they come. Wolfram then used a hell lot of metal to make a giant metal cube to make sure then don't dodge it. "I'll make sure that you will both die in my hands." Wolfram shouted and throws the cube at them. "Why do you protect this cursed world? This may be a cursed world, but that I still have a family I love." Creates a vermilion Udma Rasengan. "And you want to take them away from me." Izuku. "Yeah, you won't take mine away too." Charges a 100% smash and starts to have a flashback. Flashback to when they are 4 years old. "Nissan, can you help me with this?" "It's too hard," Izumi said when frustrated. "Izumi, if you want to be a hero, you must overcome these problems on your own. You can't always rely on our help, okay?" Younger Izuku said. Flashback over. "So, begone." Thought. Both Izuku and Izumi slams their attacks, which broke the cube, and then continue to use their attacks on Wolfram, who is now KO. Izumi is now falling from 100 feet in the air and is bracing for impacted until Izuku quickly catches her. Hoo. You did good, Izumi." Izuku says with a smile, and sets her down and starts to walk to Momo and hugs her. Hey Momo, I'm back. Glad you're back. Hugs back and gives him a kiss. We should make sure the civilians are safe and Eri too. Yeah, let's go. They want to make sure everyone was safe. While they were making sure everyone was okay, they hear some calling out to them like, Mommy, Daddy, you're back. Izuku and Momo turn around and saw Eri with Ida. Hey, my little white bean, how are you? How old are you now? Izuku asked. I'm now 5, and I control my quirk better. Eri said, Great, how about we go home and eat some ramen? Yay, ramen. Eri shouts, and they both starts to drool over the though of it. Adam, can we not have ramen? Momo asks, but ultimately gets a no. I'll ask again. Can we not have ramen? Please, Mommy. Using the ultimate technique, puppy dog eyes. Okay, fine, you can have ramen, but not your dad. Ugh. Wait, what? After this, Izuku felt the utmost betrayal from the little bean. They first went to UA to say hi to everyone and have a chat to see if everyone has improved when he left. Out of them all, Kiri was the most to improve thanks to Izuku training routine. They got home. Izuku was preparing dinner for his family, and Uncle Aizawa, who was coming over with his wife, and Junior the adults knew what was going down and sat down while watching Eri and Junior play with each other. When it was time to eat, they were called over. Izuku asked Junior how old was he now, and he said he was 5. After them were done, it was now 11 p.m. Izuku asked if they want to stay the night. Kiri comes in after tearing in the area asking if he could stay, and Izuku says okay. Kiri goes to his room. Yes, he has his own room there. And everyone went to bed except Izuku and Aizawa cause they have night patrol. 2 months after the island intendant, I went back to UA, but not as a student. As a combat teacher, I took the job and I start today-ish. Tomorrow, 3 and I plus Aizawa will be leaving to another island with no heroes. I was sitting there wondering how the fuck did this island did not get taken over by villains. Me and Aizawa walked to class A3 to make 2 announcements. Okay, everyone take your seats. I have 2 announcements. One is that we are going on a training trip. Waits for the cheering, but nothing happens. While you guys really know when to shut up, but the second announcement is that you will be getting a new combat teacher. Everyone the shouts in excitement. I'm tired for this. Everyone shut up, as he shouts while activating his quirk, and everyone shuts up. You all know him well, so I'll let him explain why you're going on this trip. You can come in now. As Uncle said this, I walked in my hero costume, and everyone shouts in excitement cause I'm their favorite. I told them to stop shouting, or I'll let Aizawa do strict training, and everyone shuts up. Hello. I don't think you need my name, but yeah, I'm your new combat teacher. As you know, you will have a trip to an island. I now get serious, and everyone starts to get scared because I rarely get serious. You are now heroes, which make you responsible for the lives for other. We are sending you to this island because it has no heroes. You will be the only heroes on this island. This is your first mission. You are to help everyone on this island with their problems as well protect them. For safety measure, Ida, you will be given the emergence button. Only use this if a S+ ranking villain comes. Now am I clear? I shout at them to make sure they got the message through their heads. SIR, yes SIR. Everyone shouts. Come on, this isn't America, but now get on the bus in 2 hours from now. Only pack clothes and bring money, cause we are not going to bring it for you. We're giving it to you for free. Now go. I watch everyone hurry to the dorms to pack everything they will need, such as money, clothes, soap, even though UA rented a hotel more like a building for them to make their own agency during their stay for a week. But is it me, or I'm getting a gut feeling that something bad is going to happen? I should prepare just in case my gut feeling is right. I waited 1 hour and 45 minutes, and the class was already packed. They were 15 minutes early, which I like. I told them to get on the bus, which they did. I said my goodbye to Momo as well as Eri. Before they left, I gave them one order, which they must follow. Before you leave, I have one order, which you must follow, and that is assign your positions, such as who would answer the calls for help, who will help the people, who will be the boss/leader. But if you're the leader, you will be mostly responsible for the actions of your comrades. All right, have fun. Daughter of Asmite POV, Izumi. We were deciding who will be the leader of the mission while we were on your boat. We all agree that the leader must be strong, have good leadership, must have a strong IQ, means well for the team and the people. We did a vote, and I came out with the vote of everyone. I asked why, and Kiri, my brother's best friend, said that. I asked him a question based on leadership, and he said that you show no fear in battle, had the good leadership, and many more, but that's why I voted for you. Kiri replayed to my question. Everyone agreed to it, even Shoto nickname. So cute. Wait, what am I saying? He doesn't like me, right? I blushed of having those of me and Sho in bed. Time skip one day back with a group who is almost finished leveling a city in Delaware, and no one POV. A certain group is about to finish leveling a city until they found what they just wanted. I'm just the person I was looking for. The American number 3 hero. The cat hero. Kaneko, or do you prefer the two tails? The villain said, as he was happy to find one of the thing he need. Why are you leveling the city? Kaneko asked, super furious. To draw you out, so I can take the two tails. The villain said in a cheerful tone, as he knew he would win, cause he has the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so to have the two tails in his grasp. He then used the chakra he stole from the tailed beast and charged at Kaneko. Kaneko dodged, but then got chock slammed. What are your plans and how are you? She asked. Well, since you asked nicely and you're gonna die anyways, might as well. I'm 9 and soon to be king of this world. I just need the 9 tails who is in Japan and an island near Japan for a healing quirk so I can truly rule the world. He then stole 1/4 of the two tails power without knowing. He then left to Japan, leaving a Kaneko, faking she died. This is bad, Matatabi. We need to let him know. Can you send a message to him? Kaneko asked, panicking. They're talking in their mind, BTW. I can try, but I'm not sure if it will reach. But we can't send the message now cause he stole 25% of me. But I did send the message or a request to link minds at the moment. Let's hope he gets it, Matatabi said. Back to the present with Izuku 3 days and since his class left. Izuku POV. I was just finished stopping a villain from robbing a bank until Kurama told me to go home and enter the mindscape as quickly as he can because it's urgent. I was wondering what was going on, so I quickly finished off the villain and headed to my house in my mindscape. Kurama, why am I here and what is so important? I asked. I got a message from the two tails, Matatabi. She wants to talk to you. Let's see what she wants if it's really urgent. Just then, Izuku and Kurama see a two-tailed cat with a pattern of blue fire with black fire spots and a girl with white hair, a tail, and cat ears with a height of a 6th grader. Cat, forget that cute face, uwu, but I already have a girlfriend. Hi, I'm Kaneko, and this is Matatabi. I'm the two tails, as you know, but right now you're in danger, plus someone near a Japan on an island isn't in danger because he or she has a healing quirk that he needs for a reason we don't know. I see, but what does he want with me? I asked. He knows you're the 9 tails, and he wants all-tailed beasts to rule the world. As we know, he is probably near Japan. Wait, if he is near, wouldn't you be able to seize it? Maybe you will be able to find which island he is going to. You're right. Thank you, but is that all? Yeah, one more thing. Matatabi said, what is it? Hold your palm up, and please no questions. I then hold my palm up over my head, then Matatabi put her hands on mine. I feel a sudden boost of power. She then said I might feel a little bit stronger because she gave me 50% of her power. I gave you 50% of my power. I only have 25% left. Now go stop him. You are this world's only hope. As Kaneko finished, she and Matatabi disappear. We left my mindscape and I started to feel the tailed beast chakra. It was getting higher and higher, but then started to die down. It looks like it's not after me at the moment, but heading to the island where my class is. Wait. Holy shit, my class isn't in danger. I was about to call Izumi to let her know that the class is in danger, but then it looks like their team leader pushed the button. I just realized I only have enough to summon Kurama and ride on him. Konnichiwa. Author Cohen here, aka me. Just to let you know that FTG take a lot of chakra depending on the distance between him and where he wants to go. I know that's not how it works, but let's just say plot. I quickly ran to the port that my class took off from and used my summoning jutsu and started to ride my way to the island. I asked Kurama how long until you get the chakra back, and he said when we get there I should have all of my and his chakra back. I decided to call UA and other heroes to tell them that there was an attack on the island, but I get the notification from the UA that Class 1 is being attacked. So I text Izumi to let her know I'll be arriving late, and she needs to hold on for about 30 minutes. I just hope they can, but I see a small little island that can fit a lot of people on, so I threw my kanai with a tag on it for safety measures. Izumi POV. I'll let my brother know that there is a S+ ranking villain on its way to the island, or he or she is on the island. 30 seconds later, I get a message on my phone saying I'm going to be about 30 minutes late due to him needing to recharge. I told everyone that we have to defend this island for as long as we can until Izuku can arrive. We should start getting the people to safety. Kiri suggested. Not bad, but okay, so Tsusiro, Koda, Sato, Ojiro, Shoji Aoyama, and Momo. Momo, you are the leader for the rescue team, and the rest we have to fend off the villain. Now let's go. I shouted, and everyone said HAI. We started to evacuate the people, but when we were halfway done, he was here. I shouted, the villain is here. I looked on my watch real quick, and Izuku should be here about 15 minutes. Just then the villain came, but it looks like he was looking for someone. Hello, I am 9, and all I want is that boy named Katsuma, he said, pointing at him. Okay, but sorry you can't have him, I said, using OFA to punch him, sending him back, but it looks like it didn't even starch him. 10 minutes, not gonna lie, that hurt a bit. 9 said, let's go Izumi. Shinii. Both twins said as the launch or explosions front. One for all, 100% smash. To the back. They 3-hit 9 and made him lose an arm, but it just grew back. A regeneration quirk? Shoto said as he was shocked to see he has more than one quirk. If he has more than one quirk, then that means... No. Izumi starts to have the wide eyes. It seems you found out quirkier than I, though. Yes, I do have all for one, and now you have to die along with you heroes' friends. 9 used his weather control quirk to send a thunderstorm to make sure no heroes can get on the island. He did some hand signs and 5 water dragons comes at them. 1 for each of them. 5 minutes. The we dodge it, but it came back to us until Shoto and Shota vaporized it with their super hot fire. We then attacked from all sides with our quirks and another direct hit. He lost both of his arms, but they grew back. I realized that when he regrew his arms, it took a little bit longer, so that means his regeneration that he has must have a limit. I tried to hit him, but he used an air shield to block me. Then he grabbed me, and I started to feel OFA leaving but them coming back. Can't take your quirk. That is strange, but no matter. He then starts using hand seals, fire style, Phoenix fire jutsu. He then used a fire as hot as a Phoenix temperature, they say in the stories. I was shocked that he can use jutsu, although only my brother can use it. But that's beside the point. There was fire coming at us. The fire was so hot that when Sho and Shota tried to use their ice, it will just melt, so we had to dodge, but it hit our legs. 1 minute. That took a lot out of me. For a bunch of kids, you were strong. But not strong enough to beat me. Any last words? 9 said, getting ready to use a lighting strike. 30 seconds. Yeah, that I got a few. Izumi said as she looks behind 9 and see a giant fox with 9 tails almost at the island. 15 seconds, just to let you know. You a real asshole, you know? Izumi said. 5 seconds. Is that all? Well, die you bitch. 9 said and was about to send a lighting strike. 0 seconds. Just then, 9 lighting turns into a Kirin and strikes 9 so hard that he falls to the ground. 9 then gets up mad and starts to look around to see who sent that. Who did that? 9 said angrily. What, you? Already collected 8 of the 9-tailed beast, and you can't tell it's the 9 tails. Izuku said, and then I see him make 2 clones. He ordered them to transport the people, me and my classmates, to an island. Izuku POV. I made 2 clones and told them to transport the people and my class to the marker I place on the island when we were on our way here, and they swiftly did it. I looked back at 9 and said, so just me and you, boomer. It seems so brat. I didn't expect the future number 1 was so young. Such a shame. If only we had the same views. 9 said, indeed it is such a shame. It looks like you're too dangerous to be kept alive, but you do have innocent souls in there, as it looks like I'll have to remove them from you. As I finished my statement, I dashed in my sage mode, giving him a Chindori, but he dodged and countered it with his fist on fire. I got to admit I might die here. I then sent my kunai into his elbow and did a spin kick to his head. He went flying back, but caught himself. While he was getting up, I started a charge of attack. Lighting style. Lighting Rasen Shuriken. I shouted and lobed it, but 9 moved out of way. HAU Miz gets hit by the lighting Rasen Shuriken because it expand. You're good, but it looks like I'll have to use my new toy. 9 said with a smile, then he starts to get engulfed in a red chakra, like cloak. No POV. 9 bit his fling, then did some hand seals. Summoning jutsu. 8 of the 9 beats, he said, and 8 titans came in a poof of smoke. Some were hybrids, and some were not. What are you going to do, 9 tails? You are out beast in power. 9 said in a cocky tone and started to go full power. Well, sorry to break it to you. Izuku then started to go full power. I ain't giving up while I still have a breath. Izuku then goes into the Kurama Link mode and summons Kurama in the Link form. He must have a strong mind-controlling type Quirk, don't ya think? Asked Kurama. Yes, I think that because there is no way in hell the beast would let someone like him get their power. But it also looks like he put most of the beast chakra into the beast, so if you can take most of it, if we can seal them in you, Kurama said. Do you know in sealing jutsu? Yes, but this one is a one-time use, but I have another one specifically made for tailed beast. Matatabi said. What are the hand seals? Na ushi tora inu, isur tori uma mimi uma and tori. But they must be weakened to seal them. Kurama said. Hi. All right. Get ready to rumble. Izuku shouted, and the tailed beast started to charge at him, and Izuku started to charge at them. He is in Kurama Link mode like the Kurama he summoned during the 4th Great Ninja War, okay, and also Shikaka 1 tail, Matatabi 2 tails, Isabu 3 tails, Son Goku 4 tails, Kokuo 5 tails, Saiken 6 tails, Chome 7 tails, Gyuki 8 tail, and the one you all know and love, Kurama 9 tails. All the beasts tried to tackle down Izuku, but they both overpower them, separating them. Isabu decided to be a bowling ball and charge at Izuku, while Kokuo started to be a bull and charge Izuku head first. So Izuku jumped, and both Isabu and Kokuo hit each other. Saiken started to use her bubbles, but Izuku, being the gingerbread man, he is dodge, and the bubbles hit Matatabi, who is now weakened. The tailed beast then lined up and each shot a tailed beast bomb at Izuku, but he deflected it to the ocean. Izuku then jumped out and started to use the hand seals on Matatabi, who is now sealed in Izuku. But Izuku is now distracted, and he sees one of each remaining beast tails coming down, and they slam him down while firing tailed beast bombs, making him heavily wounded. Izuku started to regenerate, but it was slow due to the wounds. He then started to think, even with Sage mode mixed with Kurama's chakra. The tailed beast bombs left me heavily injured. Shikaka tried to use his sand to trap Izuku, but Izuku broke free. Son Goku then used hit lava on the ground, making it hard for Izuku to move around freely. Water style, tsunami, drying all the lava. Chome made a cocoon to trap Izuku in place, so he can't leave because Izuku didn't place a marker down, and he is lower due to the amount of chakra he lost just to a little and to fight them. The beast fire a tailed beast bomb, and it left Izuku on the ground with a missing arm, aka the same arm he keeps losing. Ha! Can't you see that I have more power? I'll be the king of the world. 9 said with pride, seeing that he wins. But if you join me, I could spare your life. Izuku, being so wounded, was able to say a few words. And never, I'll never join evil for power. But mark my words, if I do die, the next generation will make sure evil will perish, Izuku said. Then you will die. 9 finished and was commanded them to attack. The news helicopter flew over and is pointing the camera to a soon-to-be-dead Izuku. Is this it? The yellow flash doomed to die. Everyone on the island that Izuku transported, the people were all watching on their phones. Momo, Izumi, Kitsune, Kitsuki, Shoto, Shota, and everyone watching crying because the Izuku who is considered the #1 is going to die. I guess this is Kurama. You were the best partner anyone could ask for. Izuku soon closed his eyes until he opened them and saw a white-like area, thinking he was in heaven. That am I? I guess I died. Izuku started to cry because he failed the people of Japan. I'm a failure. No, you're not. Izuku heard multiple people's voice, but he will always recognize Fox's voice. F Fox, Izuku said, and he turned around, giving his friend a hug. Izuku, it's not the time to give up. Fox shouted. I can dash. You can with the help of them. Fox said, pointed to the group. There was 2 people who had the same hair color and look almost the same as Fox, and there was a emo-looking guy. Hi, I'm Minato Namikaze, the first tamer of the 9 tails, or the young half of the 9 tails. I'm also the 4th Hokage, he introduced himself. I'm Naruto Uzumaki. I'm the 2nd person to tame the lazy furball. Why do you always have to be so damn loud? But I'm Sasuke Yukika. I did not tame him, but I did use his power to fight this dobe over here, but I made amends with him, but I still have a little left over. And you know me? I'm Fox. Nice to meet you all, but why are you here? Izuku asked. As you know, what you call quirks was originally chakra, but in the begging of time, but there was some called the Sage of 6 Paths who reach godhood. But as you know, we all have a certain amount of time to live. He died, leaving his two sons to fight through generations until the two sons stopped their fighting, became brothers again. Sasuke said, I see, but what does the Sage of Six Paths has to do with me? Izuku asked, because me and Sasuke were those two brothers. But we need to pass this power down, and we chose you. Naruto said as he pointed, and everyone else started to point Izuku. Now, Izuku Namikaze, will you be the new Sage of Six Paths and save the ones you love? Fox asked, I will. Izuku said. Sasuke and Naruto put up their hands. Sasuke had a crescent moon, and Naruto had a sun. Put both of your hands on ours. Both Naruto and Sasuke said, and Izuku did. Now, who are you? Everyone but Izuku asked. I'm Izuku. Who are you? They repeated again. Open his eyes. I'm Izuku Namikaze, the yellow flash of Japan. Kurama, he shouted, and unleashing all of his bloodlust, blasting the tailed beast and Nine back and growing his arm back. He's alive. He's alive. Arno. One is going to live. The news reporter shouted, and everyone who was watching live started to cheer. Izuku, with his new founder power, went into a yellow glow with 9 black orbs that is called truth-seeking orbs. 2 new eyes, one being the 6th Tomo Renegade, and Sasuke's Mangekyo. He looks like this, and I don't own it credit to the owner. You abuse the power that was given to you. You trying to rule the world. You probably level so many cities just to get the power. Uses his Renegade to overpowering the mind control. He then created a staff using the truth-seeking orb and raised it up. The beasts are now bowing to him. You're no better than me if you make them bow down to you like you're a king. 9 shouted, and he launched a lighting mix with gas attack, which is not a bad combo, but Izuku took the hit and released the beast from his control. 9 took advantage of this and took control of them again, making them use their tails to slam down on Izuku. But seeing Izuku can't dodge in time, clapped his hands together, which confusing everyone, even 9, but not the tailed beast. 6 paths. Catastrophic planetary devastation. Izuku shouted, and the ground started to rumble and rise into the sky, carrying 1 to 8 tails minus his 2 tails, forming 7 new moons. 9 started to rush Izuku while making 8 clones of him, making 9. You can't beat us all, one of the 9 said. Oh, but I can. As Izuku said as he backflipped to dodge a Chindori coming at him. Inferno style. Hano Ikazuchi. Izuku said as all the 9 start to come to him, and black fire pierced them each at vital spots. All the clones proofed, leaving a single 9 by himself. Yeah, but the difference between me and you is that you will abuse your power of a king, leaving everyone to die, without you caring about anyone but yourself. But me, I care for everyone, not just myself. I will lay down my life you the people, and I have people to back me up on this statement. As Izuku finished, he then used the staff he made and killed 9 of screen. He then created 7 Rasen Shuriken, using the truth-seeking orbs to blow up the 7 moons, releasing the tailed beast. Izuku then started to perform the hand seals to seal the beast in himself. Izuku then sat down, closing his eyes in a mediation position to enter his mindscape and see all the tailed beast, but Matatabi and Kurama are just standing there looking at him with an angry expression. Hello, I'm Izuku Namikaze, the holder of the 9 tails. Izuku said, trying not to anger them. Yara, why should we believe you? You're probably no better than that dude who used us. Shikaka said in rage while the beast agreed, but 2 and 9 tails. Actually, Izuku never sees us as monster, demons, or look at us as we are weapons. Izuku sees me as family as well as his daughter and girlfriend. Kurama said, and Matatabi agreed, causing Izuku to be shocked. The big for bald eyes have a soft spot. Izuku said, jokingly, causing everyone to chuckle. But why do you look like one of the old Sage of 6 Paths, Naruto? Chome asked. That's because I'm a new Sage of 6 Paths, and the reason is because once I got the fur ball, I got this new look. Oh, that makes sense, said the beast, minuses the 2 and 9. Yeah, but for your safety, I'm wondering if you can live with me and my family. Izuku asked. There was a long discussion between the tailed beast, but they have come to a conclusion. We have all agreed, and Matatabi wished to remain with her partner. Gyuki said, all right, thank you for trusting me, and Matatabi, tell Kaneko I said hi. Izuku said with a smile, waving goodbye. Will do, Izuku. when he finds out Kaneko moved to Japan and she is 12 looking for a family. Matatabi thought and left taking the 25% that 9 stole back. Izuku then opened his eyes to see he is in a bed in a white room while hearing beep beep. He looked to the left and saw the heart monitor. He felt something heavy on his chest and sees Momo and Eri hugging him. Izuku saw his phone and took a quick picture of them. This is my new wallpaper, but it's time to wake up. He starts to nudge them both to see them cutely yawn. Morning, Izuku said. Morn Izuku/dad. Both Eri and Momo shouted and doctors and nurse rushed in to see that Izuku is awake. The no. One is awake. The doctors and nurses shouted. I'm a number 1 already. Izuku says as everyone chuckles. They did a checkup and it seems that Izuku has been asleep for 1 week, which is surprisingly very little. During checkup I see my old parents, my sister, Bakuga's, Todoroki's, my best friend in his class. Everyone shouted, "You're awake." I think they just woke up the whole hospital. RG came back with the results. Grandma said, I can't use my right leg for at least a day. Well, at least it's not the left arm again. All right, everyone. You all did a go job to get the people to safety, and there was no reports of death or someone missing. You all did good. Now go home and get ready for class tomorrow. I said, and everyone say, HAI sensei. I feel old now. Izuku POV. 2 weeks after the battle of the tailed beast. Momo and Eri accepted the tailed beast into the family. Me and Kaneko became really good friends. But that's not important. What's important is that how the fuck did Kaneko find my house? Did she sense my chakra? I asked her what she was doing here, and she seemed to be a bit nervous and finally had the guts to spit it out. Well, you see, I've been living alone for 3 years, and I don't have a home. She said, and I looked at her and wondered something. Hey Kaneko, how old are you? I said, taking a spit of my coffee. After that I said, okay. When Momo saw her, her first thought was me being a pedo. Until I told her about her situation, she brushed it off like it never happened. But what's more important is that how did she become the NO? 3 at such a young age? WTF, America. I started to fear both Momo and Kaneko more because if she was the no, 3 at such a young age, I don't want to be on her bad side to find out how strong she is with Momo too. 3 months later, me and Momo took Kaneko into the family under my name. I decided to train her as well along with Class A1 and my assistant Kiri of Class A3. I just found out that she turned 14 today, and I also remember that today is the day I become number 1. I went home early leaving Kiri to teach Class A1 for me. I headed home to get ready for Kaneko's birthday. While I was getting ready, Momo asked me a question. Hey babe, I was wondering what your 2 new eyes can do, and why is the purple eye still there? Momo asked me. Oh, the purple eye is known as the eyes of the god, the Rinnegan. There are many types of it, but mine is the 6 Tomo Rinnegan, and it allows me to push or pull things, create moons to trap people / seal them away, see things from another dimension, open portals, travel through dimensions. And if I remember correctly, that I might be able to bring back the dead, but let's keep that part between you and me, okay? The Sharingan has 5 stages being 1, 2, 3 Tomo, the Mangekyo Sharingan, and the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. To obtain it the Mangekyo, you must witness or hear the most heartbreaking thing, that the death of someone who is close to you. To get the Eternal, you must have the eyes of one who has the Mangekyo. Every Mangekyo and Eternal has different abilities. Mine can create black flames, or Amaterasu and Tsukuyomi, a powerful illusion that can devise the naked eye while making everything happening in that illusion feel real. It also has the ability to make the ultimate defense, the Susanoo. I explained my abilities to Momo while getting ready. Susanoo and Amaterasu, like the brother from the mythology? Momo asked, something like that, but we should get ready because after we celebrate Kaneko's birthday, I need to get ready. Because at 5 p.m. I need to be somewhere, and I was wondering if you would like to go as well with me, and the kids as well. I asked with a smile. Sure, but where? Momo asked. Okay, this is a surprise for the kids, but I'm going to be number 1 today. I said, causing Momo to freak out, but I calmed her down. After we got ready, I asked Uncle Aizawa to go pick up Eri and Kaneko from school and come here so we can surprise her. Kiri and my old family and friends came so we can surprise them. Some of Kaneko's friends came early too, as well as some of Class A3 such as Denki, Jiro, Ida, and Uraraka. The rest couldn't come due to them doing patrol. After a while, we hear a car pull up. I told everyone to hide, which they did, while I turned off the lights and turned into a plant. Momo greeted Eri and Aizawa while wishing Kaneko a happy birthday. "Hey mom, where is dad and everyone?" she asked. "Silsi?" Everyone shouted but me. Kaneko gasped but then asked, "Hey, where's dad?" "Sil, please," I said while transforming back. "Ah!" Kaneko screamed, and I get a punch to the stomach. Oof. Kaneko POV. I hear someone shout behind me, "Surprise," but I got scared and punched the person behind me, which was my dad. OOF. My dad let out before falling to the ground holding his stomach. I poked him, and he looks like to be knocked out. I started to panic, and I look at mom and her friends, the tailed beast, but Kurama caused he was knocked out as well. And everyone started to laugh at how I knocked dad. We partied for 30 minutes, and dad and Kurama woke up. He was wondering what happened, and I told him that I knocked him out because he scared me. Wow, am I that scary? My dad said jokingly. We continued to party. Eri and Izuku Jr. were playing together. We even did a piñata, sang happy birthday, eat the cake, enjoyed the hot springs, jump off a cliff, swim in the river, and enjoy playing with my friends Rias and Anko until 4 p.m. Bye Rias, Anko, and everyone. Thanks for coming, I said while me and my family were waving goodbye. I looked at my dad and asked, "Hey, where are we going?" "Now that's a secret," my dad said while winking at me, and then proceeds to tell me and Eri, "Both of you go take a shower and get ready, we are going somewhere, or more like I need to go somewhere, all right. Also, Kaneko, getting your hero costumes, please, and no questions," he said with a calm smile I like to see on my dad. Izuku POV. I told the girls to get ready cause we are leaving to somewhere, but while they're getting ready, and as well as Momo, I quickly went to a store to pick up something. "Hello. Order for Izuku Namikaze," I said to the worker. "Ah yes, here it is. Thank you for your purchase," he exclaimed as I picked up what I bought and TP back with anyone noticing. A few minutes later, I see Momo in her hero costume, as well as Kaneko and Eri dressed causally. "Hey dad, why do we need to be in our heights that day, is it?" Kaneko asked. "Yes, it is Kaneko," I said to her. "What is today?" Eri asked in confusion. "You'll know when we get there," I said, ruffling Eri's snow-white hair. "So car, or flying Raijin?" I asked. "Car so we can get some food when we are done," Momo said. "All right." We then go into the Toyota Sienna, where I started to drive my soon-to-be family to the Hero Association. We arrived at 4:45 p.m., just 15 more minutes, so we took our seats, or more like my family. I had to be in the backstage with 9 other pro heroes. 10 minutes passed by. I was talking with the heroes who are in the backstage until I took a peek outside and saw that all the seats were filled. End of POV. Hold up before we get into this. I think most of you know what's about to happen, but people who didn't watch or read the manga for Boku no Hero Academia, please go watch or read cause this will contain a little spoilers, but that's not the main reason. All Might lost his hero rank due to what he did to Izuku as well as Inko. 4:55 p.m. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here to announce the top 10 heroes for the 4th time. The announcer said, but we're going to call him Jim. Now let's get this started, Jim said as everyone started to get hyped, and Eri was sitting there wondering cutely if her dad will be up there. 5 p.m. Jim waits for everyone to quiet down and starts to tell the hero rankings. Okay, everyone, for our number 10, it's everyone's favorite gang, Gang Orca, Jim said, and Gang Orca walks out of the backstage waving and placing a kunai down, then walking to a spot that says number 10 hero. For our number 9, it's our dragon hero, Ryukyu, Jim announced, and Ryukyu walks out from the backstage waving to the people and heroes while placed a kunai down and walked to the spot that says number 9 hero. Now time for our favorite washer machine, our number 8 hero washed, Jim announced. He or she then comes out waving while placing a kunai down and walking to the number 8 spot. Kamui Woods was number 7, causing MT Lady to be jealous. Mirko number 6, Edshot number 5, Beast Genus number 4, Hawks number 3, Endeavor were called in that order, and all of them came placing a kunai, and Endeavor placed 2. The kunais formed a circle with one kunai in the middle. Everyone who just noticed the kunais were curious on what's going to happen. Okay, now for the main event. He's the fastest person alive. He's our favorite demon fox with 9 tails. Once a vigilante, now a hero. Can we have Izuku Namikaze or Japan's the yellow flash of 9 tails, Kurama? Everyone started to cheer to support the new number 1, but 10 mass figures came and landed on one of the kunais in the circle, and one figure in the middle. Then poof into smoke and started to go towards the audience. Lighting started to flow into the audience, causing everyone to go into awe. As the smoke cleared, Izuku was wearing his mask as he takes it off. Everyone, and I mean everyone, went crazy. Females were fainting, female heroes were fainting, and straight people were wondering if they are straight. Thank you. Thank you all for the support, but before we all leave, I have something to say. Izuku shouted into the mic, causing everyone to go quiet. Thank you. Over my life, I was quirkless. Everyone that I held dear betrayed and left me to rot but one. He was my best friend until he killed himself, saying he was going to die because so a disease that couldn't be cured. Sorry, Fox. I gotta lie to keep this power as secrets. I was heartbroken when he died, which caused me to awaken my quirk at the age of 12. From there, I left to become the vigilante I was 6 years ago. But during my journey, I met a girl. No matter what, she will always need me to save her. Izuku said, causing everyone to chuckle. When I was a vigilante, you all always saw me smile. But that was not a smile, but this girl did something that never in a million years I thought would happen. She made me smile and laugh. Not a fake smile and laugh. A real one. Few weeks later, we then confessed our love for each other. But before I continue, can my girlfriend Momo come up, please? Izuku asked, and Momo went up on stage, confused as heck. Now, while me and Momo were dating, we started a family, but not an official one. Izuku finished this sentence, and Momo turned heartbroken. But today is the day I changed that. Momo Yaoyorozu, you were the first one to put a real smile on my face ever since my best friend died at the age of 12. We went through many battles together, so Momo Yaoyorozu. Izuku that gets on one knee while pulling out a box and, will you marry me? Izuku said, opening up the box to reveal the ring. Momo was full-on crying of happiness. Yes, a million times yes. Momo said as both Izuku and Momo shared a kiss. Everyone started to clap. Kiri was crying manly tears. Izuku, old family and friends clapped and had tears as well, knowing that Izuku will be happy. Kaneko and Eri were happy cause they can finally. It's finally time, Kiri. Izuku said, Yup, I'm surprised you invited the Yagis, Bakugas, and Todorokis. He said as he is helping Izuku adjusting his suit. Hey, it was all in the past. I forgave them, but the punishment for them was me not being under the Yagi's name. I think that's a fair enough punishment. Izuku said, yeah, that's true, but it's time now. Kiri said, Hoi, you used that trick I thought you? Izuku said while smiling, yup, and now you're nervous. Kiri said, yup, it's nerve-wracking, but gotta be brave. Izuku said while walking out with his best man Kiri. Izuku was talking with his best mans Kiri, Katsuki, and Shoto for 5 minutes, and finally Momo walked out wearing the most lovely wedding dress ever. We shall get started now. Izuku Namikaze, may you please present your vows? The priest asked. I'm not sure how it works, but I'll try my best. I may. Momo, I may not be the best at naming things, but I will cook for the kids, protected them with my life. I'll show them love and make sure they don't experience what I did when I was young. Make sure they have the best life without people denying their dreams. And change the dipper or the newborn if we get one. Izuku said, as everyone chuckles at the last part. Now, Momo Yaoyorozu, may you please present your vows? The priest asked. I may. Izuku, I'll try and be the best wife and mom. I'll feed the kids when you are not home. She say good things that she will do to help the children and make sure that the kids will have a good life without them experiencing what you felt as a kid. Now you may seal your vows with a kiss. The priest said as he closed the book and bowed. Izuku and Momo kissed, and everyone clapped for them. They did a picture of just them, and then a picture with the Kaneko and Eri. Everyone partied, had fun, got drunk, but mostly Izuku. But he was in control in his drunk state, just don't ask how. Izuku, who is now carrying Momo to the house, leaving the kids to Aizawa and Namuri. I think I don't need to explain what they are going to do in bed. But in the end, they are now one big happy family. 5-year time skip. So that's how I became the #1 hero and met your mother. Izuku said in a more grown-up voice. So cool, said a mysterious voice. I know it is Kenma. Izuku said to their 3.5-year-old kid Kenma Namikaze. Hey dad, what does my name mean? And do you think I could be as strong as you? Is there a way where I can watch the battle? Kenma asked, waiting eagerly for answer with star eyes. It's funny how you're so shy, but so strong and energetic. But Kenma means kitten in the U.S. but in U.S. Florida. It means Beast Boy. Cool. What about the third question? Kinma exclaimed. There's actually some videos or movies of it. I think the most famous one was the Battle of the Tailed Beast and the battle between the #1 vigilante and the #1 villain. Izuku said while trying to remember, but the door opens up, revealing a grown-up Momo, Kaneko, and Eri with her boyfriend Izuku Jr. We're home, Momo said, exhausted from work, while the three kids walked behind her. How was work? Izuku asked, while Momo sat on Izuku's lap, snuggling him and Kinma. It was good, but the best part about today was someone doing their best impersonation of you, Momo said while showing a video of it. Dad, me, and Izuku are doing upstairs, Eri said while still hoping that their dad does not know about them dating. Okay, also I know you two are dating, but if you do the deed, wear protection, Izuku said while laughing while Eri and Junior blushed. How did you know? Eri asked. Now that's a secret, but go along now. Just don't make me a grandpa too early, Izuku said while laugh so hard but also try not to wake up Momo. Dad, can I hang out with Rias and Anko? Kaneko asked. You know me. You don't need to ask, but just make sure you come back at 5 p.m. so we can eat okay. And I also know about that boy, what's his name again? Oh, Tobio Kageyama was it? Don't worry, I won't tell your mother, Izuku said with a smirk while Kaneko blushing running out of the house. Okay, Dad, what about me being strong as you? Kinma said, still waiting. You have to ask Author-san for that one, Izuku said. Author who? Kinma asked. Son of a bye. The end. Forgiveness. Hey everyone. I just want to thank you all for voting, adding, and reading this book and making it to the end. At first I was scared to share this story, but I grew the confidence to continue it. Now time for a little preview of my next book. Oh, and it might be a short story. In Prison S+, where the most dangerous are kept, we see a boy with black hair and orange stripes in his hair and has no shirt. Izuku Midoriya, you've been locked up in here for 2 years without saying a word, but just looking at the clock. The last time you talked was when your friends came to see you, but I'm not sure if they're your friends now. But I don't think you know me. I'm the new Warden May, and I'm wondering why do they put chains on you and not feed you? May asked and waited for answer. No answer, I guess I'll have to look into your files. What a shame, but not a bad body, May said, turning around leaving. Wait, Izuku said, causing May to stop dead in her tracks. What is it? May said, trying not to sound shocked. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Time is running out, that you can run, but you can't hide. The prey becomes the predator, while the predators become the prey, Izuku said while he laughed like a maniac. Humph, that's bullshit, you're in chains, you can't do shit, May exclaimed. Tick-tock, tick-tock, and time is up, Izuku shouted as he breaks the Quirk-canceling chains as he killed May and proceeds to murder every guard and prisoner, not caring who he kills. But before leaving, he started to draw something, then he leaves Prison S+. A fresh air at last. But no time to breath this air, even though it's nice and fresh. Now, let the hunt begin. Hey, Dad, Kinma asked while tugging on Izuku's shirt while he is reading a book. What is it, Kinma? Izuku asked him while continuing reading his book and drinking his coffee. What are you reading and what is it about? Kinma asked. This caused Izuku to spit out his coffee. Well, Izuku tried to think of answer until Momo came in the living room. Yeah, what is that book about? Momo asked, causing Izuku to sweat a little. WLUC. Izuku was then interrupted by Kaneko, who just popped out of nowhere. Yeah, what is it about? Kaneko asked. Yeah, you've been reading that book ever since we came back from the island, Eri said while walking out of her room with Izuku Jr. So, Izuku, what is that book? Momo said with a scary smile, making Izuku sacred, and the tailed beast who were watching from a safe view caused the felt Momo's wrath. Izuku then took Kinma in his room and TP back. It's about that you read it? Izuku left the first book and ran for his life. Okowo, everyone says as Momo picked up the book and flipped to a random page to read. 5 minutes later, you could see the sinister aura. Oh ho, your father is so dead the next time I see him, Momo said while setting down the book, letting Kaneko, Eri, and Junior see. Oh yeah, he's so dead. Let me join in, Kaneko said. Count me in as well, Eri said while getting the belts ready. 11 p.m. When Izuku gets back home. I think it's safe now. Izuku then slowly opens the door and finds the first book of makeout tactics on the table. They left the book alone, thank God, Izuku thought as he grabbed the book and felt something on his shoulder. He turned around quickly and saw nothing I must be imagining things, he thought as he grabbed the book and went to his and Momo's room to go to bed, but when he got in, the door closed behind him. What the heck? Izuku said as he turned around to see the door closed. He also started to panic and got scared even more when his wife said, "So you want to read a PN book in front of girls and women?" Izuku tried to say something, but couldn't cause of how scared he is. Judging by your silence, I'll take it as a yes. Now time for a beating, Eri said. Wait, we can talk about it, right? Izuku said while panicking like crazy. No, Kaneko said as all three girls beat the shit out of him. So, why were you reading that book in the first place? Kima asked. Well, you see. Izuku was then cut off by Momo. Yeah, why were you reading it in the first place? We would love to know. Kaneko and Eri asked at the same time. Izuku then looked up at the ceiling. Dear Lord, not again. Izuku though. Oi, Kima, we need to leave if you don't want to be late for your doctor appointment. Izuku said as he is shaking Kima to wake up. And no, please, 5 more minutes. He said while moving away from Izuku. If you wake up and get ready right now, me and you can make apple pie. Izuku said. Okay, fine. Kima said while getting ready to go to see what his quirk was. Kima, they went downstairs to see his dad Izuku waiting for him. You ready, kiddo? Izuku asked as he picked up Kima and put him on his shoulders as they go to the car. Izuku puts Kima on the car seat and buckled him up, but before Izuku closes the car door, Kima asked him something. Dad, can you bring Kurama? Izuku then takes a few steps back. Sure, hold on, let me get him real quick. Summoning Justice. Chibi Kurama. Izuku shouted as a small fun-sized Kurama was summoned. Hey Kurama, Kima wants you. Izuku said. Why? He asked. Well, you see, he needs to get a blood test. Izuku explained the situation about Kima. I see. Yup, let's go. Izuku said as he picked up Kurama and put him next to Kima. Izuku then went to the driver's seat and drove to the hospital, which only took 30 minutes. They got there and went in while Kima was shacking a little too much that Izuku notices as he kneeled down. Oi, Kima, remember what you told me what you want to be, right? Izuku said to his son, and Kima nodded. Think about that and don't think about the needles, okay? It's just a pinch and it won't hurt, little me. Izuku said as he showed his bright smile, and his brightness can rival the sun. Okay, Dad. I will be strong too, Kima shouted as he smiled so bright that not even Izuku, who reached godhood, can't even beat. So bright. Well, wait here while I go get you checked in. Izuku told Kima as he left to check Kima in while trying to stay on the low. Kima was now waiting with Kurama until he got taped on the back. Kima turned around to see a girl with black hair and yellow and blue eyes and is the same age as him. Hey Kima, the girl said. Oh, hi, show me. How's Annie and Uncle A and W, where are they? Kima said to the girl while blushing a little, but can't be seen. Show me Todoroki, adopted by Auntie and Uncle. They saved her from a villain attack, but they couldn't save her mom, so they adopted her and took her in at the age of 3. Luckily, there is not many signs of trauma this year, which is good. They're doing fine. I think they want to talk to your dad. Shomi said as she pointed to Izuku talking to an older Shoto and Izumi. The 3 adults were talking while Kima and Shomi were talking until the doctor came in. Can I get Kima Namikaze and Shomi Todoroki, please? The doctor called. Go kids, we will be here waiting for you. Izuku said. See, can Kurama come? Kima asked, and Izuku motioned Kurama to go with him. Sorry, sir, we don't allow dogs and cats inside. The doctor said. Did this dude really just call Kurama a dog? Is this dude on drugs or what? Sorry, doc, but you said dogs and cats, not a fox. Izuku said a little annoyed. Got me there. Let's go, kids. The doctor then led the kids to a room with Quirk testing equipment. All right, who wants to go first? The doctor said. I'm a gentleman, so ladies first. Kima said, making Shomi pout while the doctor and Kurama were trying holding back their laughter, thinking, don't laugh, just don't laugh. Both the doctor and Kurama thought, fine, I'll go first. Kima said, all right, just don't look and don't think about it. Hey, all right. Kima said, so, what do you want to be when you grow up? The doctor asked while getting the stuff ready. A volleyball player and a hero. Kima stuttered out. The doctor then took some blood from Kinma, which he flinched, but not as much because Kurama was there. Then Shomi, but she did not flinch because her bestie was there. All right, we are done, and you guys are brave. It's going to take about 5 minutes, so please go back to the waiting room with the fox, please. Doctor said, come on, you two. Get on my back. Kurama said, thanks, Kurama. Kima said as he got on first, and Shomi got as well, hugging Kima from behind. Kurama went and took them to Izuku Izumi, and Shoto. Kurama took them and told them that they are now waiting for the results. On Namikaze's and Todoroki's May You Come With Me Please, the same doctor from before called. The two family got up and followed the doctor to a private room and sat down. Alright, so Shomi here has a stronger version of your quirk, Mr. Todoroki. As for Kimma Namikaze, it's basically your quirk, Mr. Namikaze, but what, Doc? Is it dormant? Izuku asked nervously, hoping it's not. No, it's not, but he might show a sign of a mark somewhere on his hand, so be aware of that. Thank God. Alright, Doc, see ya. Izuku said as Kinma somehow climbs in his back. You really like to be on my back, do you? Izuku said as the others chuckles. It's nice and soft. But by Shomi, Mr. and Mrs. Todoroki, Kimma said as he waved goodbye. But I wanted to hang out with you. Shomi said as she pouted angrily. You will have to ask Uncle if you can hang out. Izumi said, it's fine, and also, did you and Momo teach her that technique? Izuku asked Izumi about the pout. Maybe not, who knows? So Izuku, can you bring Shomi home at 7? Cause I know Shomi want to spend some time with her boyfriend. Izumi teased, which made both Kinma and Shomi blush madly. Yeah, sure. Izuku said as he took both of the kids to the car. Shoto and Izumi said bye to Shomi as Izuku took off to his house. But also he feels like he is forgetting something. Back at the hospital, that fucker left me. Kurama thought while remembering he can unsummon himself.
Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey today. I hope you enjoyed exploring the fascinating what-if scenario of Deku. If you found this video entertaining and thought-provoking, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to me and inspires me to bring you more captivating content in the future. Stay tuned for more exciting what-ifs coming your way. Until next time, take care, stay curious, and keep embracing the power of imagination. Goodbye everyone.